Matthew 24, verse 6. It says, and ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass. But the end is not yet.
Hey, shalom, shalom.
Shalom.
Call halal.
YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, QADASH.
Just giving all praise to the Most High. In the name of the only begotten Son, in the name of the Holy Spirit. Double honors to our teachers, the elders, and apostles, great millstone, who taught us the truth and truth and sincerity. Peace and salutations to the hopeful expanded abroad. Shalom, 244,000. All right, we the prophets in Babylon camp down here in Tampa, Florida. We come out to preach and prophesy the destruction of America that's coming, the impending doom that's coming to America, okay, and the salvation that's coming to the elect of the nation of Israel. All right, you see this article that just recently came out about Trump sending nuclear submarines over near Russia to entice them. We know that's just the rumors of war because the MOTV got to be established first before this war goes nuclear. But we're getting close to that time, man. All right, we're getting close to that time. We're going to keep hearing about it. And matter of fact, we were in the car on the way here, and the brother was saying, what you were saying, brother? How they keep dangling in front of us?
Like dangling a carrot in front of the rabbit. You know, they're just putting it right there in your face like a bait. You know.
Yeah, and they do that to instill fear. You know, make people afraid, terrified, shaken up, on edge. You know, you ain't thinking straight. You know, mind all over the place. You're thinking that you're going. You know, that's what they want. That's what these elites want. They want you in a constant state of fear, a constant state of pandemonium, a constant state of, you know, just being out of it, so you can't focus on YAHWASHI. See, we know that what the Lord is doing, so our mind and our spirit is firm in the spirit of YAHWASHI, man. Okay? Go ahead, bring it back.
This is Matthew 24, verse 6. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars.
So we're hearing about the wars, which is actual wars going on, but then you're hearing about rumors of wars because you got proxy wars, you got a bunch of war propaganda, and it's not really, you know, it's not really making it out to be, you know. But we understand that this time is coming where World War III is going to kick off and all hell is going to break loose, okay, especially for America and Israel, all right?
It says, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet.
Right, the end is not yet. So we're hearing of these wars and these rumors of wars, and these things must happen. These different skirmishes between these different nations, you know, these different missiles getting shot off and whatnot. All these things we're seeing all over the news and these social medias. These things got to happen, but the end is not yet. Okay, this is just the warming up for the end. Okay, but we're definitely in the end time. All right, and this thing gonna speed up very soon. I did a video. I haven't got a chance to post it yet, but I did a video yesterday about this guy Trump saying how the whole healthcare system is going digital. He said they're going to kill the clipboards. You know, you go to the hospital, the doctor, they give you a clipboard. You got to fill out some information. They wouldn't have all that information already in the database. So when you come in, it's just, you know, you already in the database. All right, which is going to lead to the MOTB. Okay. I also did a video this week about how they're building a huge, massive AI infrastructure in Texas, $500 billion worth. Okay, it's going into this thing, man. And they said they're gonna be making these ships there. Okay, so we see what's going on. We see how this is all playing out, and we know what this means. All right, and it's our job to come out here and warn you as we see these things happening of the time that's coming according to the precept, according to the scriptures. All right.
I got the NLT of that.
Go ahead.
Verse 6, it says, and you will hear of wars and threats of wars.
Threats of wars, because right now it's just threats back and forth. Russia talking about sending subs. America talking about sending subs. They keep threatening each other back and forth. Remember that time when it was Kim Jong-un and Putin? I mean, not Putin, Trump during his last presidency. They was talking about pressing the button. I'm gonna press the button. Oh, you press the button. I got a bigger button. I got a bigger button. I got a bigger button. You know. And really, it's all theatrics. But we understand that nuclear war is going to happen. Okay, the Lord is going to come into the mind of these rulers and make World War III take place, man. All right. So go ahead.
It says, but don't panic. Yes, these things must take place.
Yeah, don't panic. A lot of people are going to panic. People are going to lose their mind. They're going to bug out. You know. People are already, you know, like I said, with the fear, they got anxiety, you know. Yeah, when you're afraid or you have anxiety or you're, you know, all that shit doesn't make you die faster, man. You know, this is when we put our faith and trust in Yahawah Shem Yahawashi.
You said something, because in that Trailer Grace, they really said, those who panic first, die first.
Right, yeah.
So we gonna have, to back the brother up, we gonna have the stability in that time to move accordingly. I can grab it for you.
It says, continuing.
Yeah, because it's going to be a blessing to have this truth, man. Somebody grab that precept. Then they shall know there's no greater thing than to love than to have served Yahawah.
Continuing says, yes, these things must take place, but the end won't follow immediately.
Yeah, the end ain't going to follow immediately. You're going to hear these rumors of wars about nukes here, nukes there, nuclear submarines here and there. But the end is not going to follow. You're not going to see a nuke in the sky today. You're not going to see a nuke coming into America, nukes coming into America tomorrow. All right, prophecy still got to be fulfilled, but we just let you know that we come into that time. And the Lord is showing us what time it is, man. People don't realize that it's going to come a day where the skies don't turn white, okay? And the atmosphere is going to get very hot, all right? And hey, Russia said we got some shit to make the concrete melt, man.
So we're not bluffing.
And we ain't bluffing. They gonna literally make the concrete melt. All right, so when that day comes, you want to be right with Yahawah BAHASHAM Yahawashi. He hopes that you can be saved and delivered from that destruction that's coming.
And it's a spirit we're going into this, because me and the brothers on the way here, we seen a Jake with a,
hey, make sure you watch them cameras, man.
we seen a Jake.
Everybody in the camera? Yeah, look again.
We seen a Jake with a shirt and it said end days.
Straighten up.
So the Lord is speaking, letting us know that we're in the latter end of this place. Okay?
Yeah.
It said, no, look on. Verse 7, nation will go to war against nation and kingdom against kingdom.
Right, you're seeing these nations starting to, to rally up against war against each other, man. All right, that's why they have them military parades and whatnot. They're showing off their missiles and stuff. Nations are already, antagonizing each other. Eventually, and nations are already going to war with each other, but it's going to increase. Okay? Yeah, it's going to increase. It's going to intensify. You know? It's going to reach a climax where it's going to get nuclear. All right?
And these countries got many other missiles as well, not just the nuclear missiles. They got hypersonic missiles, okay, submarine missiles, torpedoes, okay? And all these things are going to do what? Complement the nuclear missiles. They're going to add to the destruction, right? Multiply the destruction. All right, so these countries, they're already geared up and ready for war, but the time is still not yet.
Yeah, then you'll get closer to the time too, because then you got Yellowstone acting up, these different volcano eruptions and stuff. You heard about it? I just saw an article about an eruption a volcano eruption where the ash went 11 miles to the air. All right, you got something called the Ring of Fire. All right, which is around all these nations. So when some antagonize those natural forces, when the missiles start hitting it, when volcanoes gonna start erupting, it's gonna be hell out here, bro. You're gonna need a Lord to survive the time you're coming into, man. It's gonna be fire from above and fire from beneath. That's why they say it's gonna be hell. Okay? If you in that fire, your ass is dead. You through. But it's gonna be a hellish condition, because you ain't just gonna pass away immediately. The Lord gonna torment you in that fire, bro. The Lord gonna torment these Babylonians, these Americans in that fire. All right? We ain't just gonna get a quick death and just pass out of you. No, you might be in that motherfucker for 2-3 minutes, but it's gonna feel like 2 or 3 life years. Okay? You and just burning. That's why when they showed Terminator with Sarah Connor, she was holding on. She was still, her tongue was still, she was feeling every bit of that fucking flame. She was feeling every bit of that fire, man. So that's what Yahawah BAHASHAM Yahawashi, he gonna pour the wrath of this indignation, man.
And the Lord releases that chain from the spirit to the flesh, man. So he can lead your spirit on your body until it's not but a finger left, man. You can be feeling everything.
Hey, and that's the spirit, because I had a dream that was similar to that. To where
Yeah, it's a lot real quick too, because beautiful point. It's the Lord that gotta call your spirit back. So if he don't call your spirit back, you just end up getting tortured. Like the guy that was in the test, the nigga was, oh, help me! He burning as he's saying, help me. He literally already on fire. Help me! Help! You know when you on fire, your skin turns to it starts to melt.
Permanent damage.
Help me! And tell you, I can't, bro. But the Lord kept his spirit inside his body while he was burning inside that Tesla, feeling that flame, man.
Every time you try to get hooked up, you're going to call when it's night hotter.
You would see the flash get brighter and brighter. It got to the point where you couldn't screen no more. All you could do was sit there and just burn.
Well, now you see.
Yeah. And then you thinking, and your life flashes before your eyes, all the wickedness you was doing. So those guys had these sodomites, man. You know, they racing and shit. You know, they live their best like the sodomites living up here. Okay? Sodomites are flourishing in America. Okay? They get the best jobs, the best positions, they get all the money. You know, you go work at these. And you go work at these jobs, the damn manager of sodomite. You know? So the Lord gonna have a special judgment for these people and they don't realize it. You know? You know that?
On that point I was making, to that dream I had a dream that was similar when it was a bomb that was dropped, and during that bomb there was people around. They had lit off sirens and people was running. And I remember I was in the house, and when that bomb had dropped, there was a covering over it, like a blue covering. And as I could, hear the flames, pretty much scorching through the sky, when it unraveled, all I heard was screams of people whose flesh is being burned, like their flesh is being burned off, but they still were screaming like they were still in the flame. So, hey, when brothers bring that out, that brought it to mind, man. Which is gonna be terrifying, because when the Lord do that, man, it's gonna be a different type of hell, man. It's gonna be a different type of torment.
That's serious, man. What happened is the elect will be beaten up into them ships, and you're gonna be hovering over America, literally watching people burn. You know, how they show you them pictures of what else it's gonna look like. That's how it's gonna look, but it's gonna be in America, on Earth. It ain't gonna be on the ground, it's gonna be on Earth in America, bro. Even the people usually they're wailing and screaming and gnashing teeth, man. Babies, women, children, grandmas, grandpas, bro, don't care. Okay? Go ahead.
It's verse 7. Nation will go to war against nation and kingdom against kingdom. There will be famines and earthquakes in many parts of the world.
Right, you're hearing about all these earthquakes taking place, man, it's going to increase. That's why they showed you, I'll be there in 2012. They were showing you how all those natural disasters was happening, man. You know? Earthquakes, the volcanoes, all of that's, it's going to be a day of death and destruction, man. The whole earth is going to shake like a drunker, man. Okay? Coming into that time. Here and warn you before we get to that time of the time we're coming into. Go ahead.
Yeah, appreciate it.
It says, but all this is only the first of the birth pains with more to come.
Yeah, this is only the beginning of the birth pains, man. You know, there's more hell to come. Okay, the Lord got judgment set up for people that you can't even imagine. All right? He's going to release these spirits out here. You know? The Lord going to be forgiving up the ghosts, man. Okay, so the time we're coming into is going to be a very dreadful and horrific time, but the elect shall be delivered out of it. You know? It's our job to do this work and hope that we can be saved. That's it. That's all we're concerned with, the salvation. To hell with everything else. To hell with a career. To hell with a job. To hell with a woman. To hell with your kid. To hell with any of this stuff, man. The most important thing right now is salvation. Okay? And if your mind is there, everything else is going to fall in place. Somebody grab that too. Seek ye the kingdom.
No, I got it.
All right,
Right now?
bring that out. Let's wait. We're going to the article. You got a precept?
I had consumed that tone.
Okay, go to me. Okay.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 33 and verse 6. I'm going to get an NLT first. It says, in that day, he will be your sure foundation, providing a rich store of salvation.
Right, the Lord is going to be our sure foundation, man. The Lord is like a rock, that we're going to be stable on. Having YAHAWASHI is going to keep you stable on that day. You know? But if you don't have YAHAWASHI, you're going to be all unstable. You're going to be all over the place. Freaking out, losing your mind. Okay, anxiety, all these, these emotions going to flood your mind at one time. That'll make a motherfucker have a heart attack. Okay, have a stroke or something. You're going to stroke out and still eat a nuke. You know?
It says, providing a rich store of salvation, wisdom and knowledge. The fear of the Lord will be your treasure.
The fear of the Lord will be your treasure. So, hey, the fear of the Lord is our treasure. You know, the most valuable thing we have is our trust and our fear and our love for YAHAWASHI. That's what's keeping us alive. Okay? We in this chains of darkness, we in this hell, this captivity. The most precious thing we have right now is that we know YAHAWASHI when we fear and reverence him. Okay? That's all that matters right now, is what we do for YAHAWASHI. Because when all this becomes, you know, dust, all that's going to matter is what you did for YAHAWASHI. And that's what's going to determine what happens to you when this day comes. All right?
Goes on to say in KJV, Isaiah 33 and verse 6, and wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times.
And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy time. Scripture says in Hosea 4 and 6, our people have rejected knowledge. Okay? Which means what? This Bible, this big book that you don't reject it, man. Okay? So now what? Now the Lord is going to reject you. Okay? Now the Lord is going to reject you. We come into a time where a lot of our people are going to be rejected. Your family members, your friends, your cousins, a lot of people you know are going to die. Okay? That's none of your concern. You should be focused and worried about you being saved. Alright? Work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. Okay? That's it.
It says, and wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord is his treasure.
The fear of the Lord is a treasure unto us, man. Okay? You fear the Lord YAHWAH, you're going to conduct yourself in a certain manner. You're going to move in a certain spirit. You know? You're going to consider certain things that these people out here in America that don't fear the Lord are not going to consider. They're not going to conduct themselves in such a manner. They're not going to be in a certain spirit that we're in through the spirit of YAHWAH. All right? The Lord's put us through a cleansing. You know, we're going through a cleansing process. Everybody else is filthy. You know? That's it?
I got that,
Is this still sound muffled?
This is like, I think where it's coming from. This is an article from ABC News. It says Trump moves nuclear submarines in response to Russia's highly provocative statement. It says President Donald Trump said on Friday he's ordered 2 nuclear submarines to move to the appropriate regions in response to what he called highly provocative statements from the deputy chair of Russia's Security Council, Dmitry Medvedev. It says Trump announced the move in a post to his social media platform. He did not specify in the post exactly where the submarines will be going or what capabilities the submarines have.
Right, so these are threats, man. You know, a nuclear submarine off your coast, that's a threat to your nation. You know? These particular things that are doing, these are threats to, you know, these particular nations, man. This is going to cause them to start acting out more, you know, start sending more threats, and then the threats are going to get more, you know how, like, you know, if you ever seen an altercation pop off, people don't just walk up to each other and start swinging. You know, first they start insulting each other, talking shit to each other, then it go to, you know, back and forth with throwing words. Then they start, you know, pushing each other, you know, and eventually hands start getting thrown. Okay? Then somebody falls on the ground, somebody gets stomped out. All right? So there's different phases to an altercation. We are in the beginning phases of this nuclear altercation that's about to take place, man. Okay, right now it's just talking about its threats going back and forth. I'll beat your ass. No, I'll beat your ass. Okay? Esau's having a nigga moment right now. Okay? So what the Lord is going to do is he's going to use these spirits to antagonize and to entice those. He's going to use these spirits to entice those spirits on them. Okay? To, you know, to get this thing going. But obviously, got still first we gotta see these MLTV come out, man. All right, they're pushing for that real fast. They're pushing for that like crazy right now. Okay, Trump, like I said, Trump just made an executive order where the whole healthcare system across America is going to go digital. You know.
We also have the tariffs is going to be established too.
They said they go into effect this month. First, we're in the second right now. So it's only a matter of time before prices start skyrocketing up. You think you're suffering now? You think you're struggling now? If you think you're struggling now, wait until them tariffs drop. It's gonna be bad, bro. You ain't gonna be able to survive, man. People gonna start fighting. People start protesting, and let's go turn to fights in the streets. Okay.
Yeah, because right now, you got these daily Americans, man. They barely survive, barely being able to pay rent, barely to able to afford certain things. You know, the gas prices keep fluctuating up and down. Okay, and soon it's just gonna go all out of. It's gonna all just go whack, man. You know.
It says, based on highly provocative statements of the former president of Russia, Dmitry, who is now the deputy chairman of the Security Council of the Russian Federation, I have ordered 2 nuclear submarines to be positioned in the appropriate regions just in case these foolish and inflammatory statements are more than just that, Trump wrote.
Right.
Words are,
Here you go. Go ahead, bro.
it says, words are very important and can often lead to unintended consequences. I hope this will not be one of those instances, he added. Trump spoke more on the move as he left the White House on Friday afternoon. Well, we had to do that. We just have to be careful, he told reporters, and a threat was made and we didn't think it was appropriate. So I have to be very careful. So I do that on the basis of safety of our people.
And that right there go to show you that these people out here, they're really, you know, they have no idea what's coming, man. You know, your own safety is, you know, in question right now. People walking their dogs. See how proud America is, man. You know? Okay.
And then you have, this is Newsbreak article. It says, Russian official warns Trump to remember the dead hand and automatic nuclear trigger if leaders are attacked.
Right, because Russia has a system set up where you attack their leaders. If you was to kill all the military leaders and Putin in Russia, if you was to kill Putin in Russia, period. If any of them, I think a certain, you know, high-level guys, if you kill them, the nukes get shut off automatically. Russia empties out their whole arsenal on America, automatically. Okay, so these incitations and these aggravations, the word is instigations. Okay, there's all this instigating going on. He's letting them know, like, look, bitch, y'all come playing over here, these nukes might go off automatically. Regardless. Y'all playing, but this for real. If this system get triggered, it's gonna go off. That's it. They set that system up because they know that, you know, in a situation where America might try some sneaky shit and kill, you know, the leaders, they end the war anyway. Okay? Go ahead.
Goes on, says a high-ranking Russian official warned President Donald Trump about the dead hand and Cold War Soviet nuclear command that allegedly triggers automatic retaliation if Moscow leadership is targeted.
Yeah, you even try to target them. So what is, you know, Trump doing, sending a nuclear submarine over there, trying to threaten them? Okay, you playing with fire, because that's nuclear fire. That ain't no ordinary fire either. But if they feel like you threatening them, or you playing with them, okay, okay, man. Y'all did this. You asked for it, you're gonna get it. All right.
Said that Trump's reduced deadline for Moscow to take steps towards ending the war in Ukraine.
Yeah, because Trump is trying to bully Russia into doing a ceasefire. This nigga got nothing to do with America, bro. Y'all stay out of this. Y'all the one that's funding them. Now they lose. Now you trying to make us do a ceasefire because they losing? Hell no. Said stay out of this, bro. Or y'all gonna catch some licks too. You gotta think America was funding Ukraine the whole time. Was funding them with this war. So now they losing. America want to turn around and try to bite Russia and say, hey, you can't, y'all gotta stop this. Now it's like, okay, hold up. How about this? This is what Russia's saying. Keep playing, but we gonna hit that ass. Okay? Hit that ass up. And we know that's our prophecy. Russia's gonna be the one to really, shoot this thing off, man. Okay? They're the one that's a guard to these other nations. So when we hear these, rumors of war, we know this is leading up to. Because we understand the prophecy. All right?
It says, deadline, Trump's reduced deadline for Moscow to take steps closer to ending the war in Ukraine actually put the U.S. and Russia closer to an armed conflict.
So his steps to try to end the war in Ukraine just put America closer into the war, you know, into the line of fire, man. Okay?
That's bringing it on a big hats because Trump accused China of supplying Russia with missiles against Ukraine. The U.S. is supplying Israel with missiles against Iran. Right? So no matter how you slice it, these big guys are going to be drawn into the fight to fight each other. And that's going to be the end of this time. That's going to cause a day of doom, man. Destruction.
Yep. Because all these nations, they got allies, you know, which America's allies are going to turn on them. But the point is, they all got allies. They all got, you know, agreements with these other nations where if we get attacked, you got to jump in. If we get stole off on, you got to steal off on somebody. You know? So it's a domino effect. Okay? One wrong move, one wrong, you know, instigation or antagonization. That's it. Okay? Go ahead.
It goes on, it says each new ultimatum.
If I may add real quick as well, because that one wrong move, and that's why these nations and these kings are moving so carefully, because like brother said, one wrong move, and there is no turning back, man. There is no going back to peace treaties. There is no going back to normal. Everything's going to deteriorate until these Edomites eradicate each other, man. It's going to destroy each other completely, and war has to return.
And that's why they're trying to delegate with each other now, because they understand that what this is leading up to, man. So they're trying to delegate now and, you know, have these peace talks now and make these treaties now, because once it goes too far, that's it. There ain't no going back. Once something moves in the air, they cannot turn back. Somebody grab that too, a shot of a mighty archer.
It says each new ultimatum is a threat and a step towards war.
A threat and a step towards war. Okay? We're getting closer towards this war, man, and it's inevitable. You know, this World War III is inevitable, man. It's going to happen. All right? Other than that?
So you know, it says not between Russia and Ukraine, but with its own country. Don't go down the Sleepy Joe world. But Medvedev said back then.
So don't go down the Sleepy Joe world. All right? Yeah, that's good. But go ahead. What else I got? Yeah.
It's about the second Ezra, chapter 16 and verse 13. For strong is his right hand that bendeth the bow. His arrows that he shooteth are sharp, they shall not miss.
They ain't gonna miss, man. These missiles get shot off, they're not gonna miss. They're gonna hit their mark, okay? It ain't no going back. Listen, we start the air, ain't no going back. All right, go ahead.
It says, when they began to be shot into the ends of the world.
When they begin to be shot into the ends of the world, from one end of the earth to the other end of the earth, man. Right. Enter the yeah.
That's the mission.
Right.
Continent to continent. What can do that? What arrow is being shot from the ends of the world? You see, the Lord ain't giving you the vision to see it. You're not going to see it, man. But you're going to feel it. It says,
it's gonna be too late.
it's too late.
Yeah, by the time you feel it, you're gonna be blind, because the flash is gonna blind you. You ain't gonna see it. You're just gonna feel it.
Damn, that's you just say. So you just that's heavy to the spirit. I never heard that.
Yeah.
You ain't even gonna see the fire. But the brother just said the blast from that nuke gonna blind you. So now you just burn it. You can't see nothing. You won't say nothing in darkness.
Yeah. or like a thief in the night.
It's the night, yeah.
When you turn the lights on, beat your head with a pillow to the back while you on your cover. You don't know where the hit's coming from. That's how these folks, man, when pumping, they're gonna hit you out of nowhere. Boom! And everything's gonna be white. It's gonna be white. You're gonna go blind. Okay? First of all, you're blind. Okay? Now you hear it. Your ears ring, your ears bleeding. You can't hear nothing either. That's like a flashbang. You can't see nothing, you can't hear nothing. And all of a sudden you feel something. You just burning. It start getting hot. Alright? Terrifying, bro.
Go for the save.
Hey, the missile dropped on Hiroshima and Nagasaki. It reached up to 10 to 15 kilotons of
these nuclear missiles now are reaching up to 100 kilotons, which is 1 megaton. So that's almost 10 times the power of what was dropped on Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Now, you've seen the damage done there. They got stories, they got paintings written in the walls and in the caves about what happened to those people, man.
Yeah, you got people that got hit when that blast came. All that was left was their shadow. They got fucking vaporized. And all that was left was their shadow. You would see a shadow along the wall of the ground where they were standing on. That's all they got left. People that was in that immediate blast zone, they got eviscerated. They literally, their bodies dehydrated until it was ash and nothing. Okay? That's the time we're coming into.
Did you see that video?
People ain't forget about that, man. All these nations, they still want revenge for what America has done to them.
I remember I was in the game years ago. I was in the game. And it was Edomites when they were being racist. But then you had like a Japanese girl or whatever. She was like, from that area. She was like, she wasn't really in it, but she was laughing at them. I said, what the fuck you laughing for? They said Hiroshima and Nagasaki on y'all, man. I said, yeah, that was fucked up. And she started turning on them. Okay, so that's all it takes. These just ain't forgot about what 222. You might have done that.
More gonna put them in the remembrance.
Right.
As soon as America start getting hit, niggas start, you about to fall, they will come in and get their lick in. From that old shit you did back in the day. They ain't forget.
Man, that's like Friday with Evo.
Everybody got their lick in.
Hey, we're praying through that brick. And like Russia for bricks.
Yeah. Right.
When they knock that nigga out, everybody started getting their lick back. Well, grandma give me that change.
Take your shit back.
That was my word.
Because they want somebody to stand up. Rise up to the bully, man.
That's why people say RAWCHAA be a guard unto them.
It goes on to say, behold, the plagues are sent and shall not return again until they come upon the earth.
Right. They ain't gonna, you know how you see in these movies, the missiles go out and something happen where they rewind it and you see them go back into the silos. No, that's not happening. They're not
Go back in time.
Yeah.
Press the button.
Yeah.
That's Esau running in his face.
That was in one of them X-Men 2, but those Wonder Woman.
Oh yeah.
That last Wonder Woman movie, that showed you that too. When the missiles started getting shot off, man, they went back in time and the missiles, rewound it back into that shit ain't happening, bro. You gotta stop, bro. You gotta stop. Okay? That's not happening.
It's always some type of hero.
Yeah.
Ain't no hero.
Somebody, they all live happily ever after.
You're trying to reverse what's going to come regardless. It ain't going to happen.
So once the missiles lead them silos, that's it.
Oh,
Our accountant.
that's what they put that in the Wonder Woman movie. It's funny how all these superhero movies, you can sit there and awe in their power, but when it comes to those nuclear missiles, even the superheroes are awe in their power. And that's the sword that the Lord's going to strike Edom. It goes on to say, the fire is kindled and shall not be put out till it consume the foundation of the earth.
Yeah, when they do hit, fire ain't just gonna go out. It ain't gonna be a dud. It's gonna lift the earth up. Okay? Shit gonna make the ground go like that, like a wave. Boom! They showed that on 2012. The missile gonna hit and the earth is gonna, you hear it now. If an apple fall to you hear it. You feel it in the earth. How much more when a missile worth 10 kilotons just drop through? Boom! And it leave a crater in the ground the size of fucking, downtown Tampa. You know?
Yeah, a chunk out of the earth. See, a chunk of earth is coming that inches.
Yeah. Like the earth gonna go like waves. You see, you go around some to the water, how that wave effect, the earth is gonna, so everybody you ain't gonna be able to stand in that day, bro.
You seen that,
People gonna be in the homes. Sky rises. Your ass your building gonna be your burial.
Yeah.
That whole building coming down, man. And on top of you.
Did you see the article? They were talking about some of the biggest nukes, like 10, 15 feet stories high, like how big they are. And I was looking at those buildings, those nukes. Most of the nukes that Esau have are more than half the size of these buildings.
And they gonna use them. Every missile gonna get used. right?
Hey, and when these missiles hit, they gonna like let's say they put big old craters in the earth, craters in America, which is surrounded by water. And water gonna rush to fill in those holes. And it's gonna make it like fire. You know? It's gonna be hot water, boiling hot water, burning you niggas, man.
You know, it's so crazy because those nukes are also going to form new land masses.
Right.
I heard Apostle Hart going to it a while back. He was like,
Well, the earth's gonna be changed.
it's going to be a spiritual fire. He said the fire ain't going to carry into Canada. The Lord going to contain that fire in America. It's just burning you niggas. The Lord's containing that fire right there. It goes on to say, verse 16, 2 Corinthians 16 and 16, it goes on to say, backing you up, like as an arrow which is shot of a mighty archer returneth not backwards.
Yeah, it ain't going backwards. Like if you ever shot off an airborne arrow, when you first start, you trash. I got a bow and arrow. You trash. So when you shoot it, it might go way over there. It might go backwards. I shot a bow and arrow and it went up and went behind me. You know? Yeah, mighty archer. My skilled archer, when they send them, they don't go back. Okay? It's going to go. You see a skilled archer, they know how to shoot an arrow in the bullseye and then shoot another arrow exactly without to where it splits the other arrow. You know?
It goes on to say, even so, the plagues that shall be sent upon the earth shall not return again. Woe is me, woe is me. Who will deliver me in those days?
Right, who's going to deliver us in those days? We're going to need the Lord to deliver us in those days, man. Okay, that's going to be destruction and misery. You're going to need the Lord to deliver you in them days. Even Ezra, he was seeing, he was like, woe is me, woe is me. So I mean, the Ezra is going, hey, he's back today.
He was weeping, he was crying.
Yeah.
It goes on to say, 2:16 to 18, the beginning of sorrows and great mournings.
The beginning of sorrows and great mourning. Now, what does mourning mean? Crying. I thought it was going to be, snotty nose. Yeah. This is the beginning of that, man.
Yeah, but the Lord's going to give you Americans a slow death. First, you're going to see your economy collapse. Then you're going to be hit with the plant and famine. It's coming. He ain't just going to destroy. He ain't just going to send a nuke. No, he going to let you, he going to make you see you lose everything. You're going to lose everything first. Everything will be taken away from you. No more DoorDash. No more Uber Eats.
No more free time.
No more free, none of that. No more Wi-Fi.
Air conditioning.
Air conditioning. Yeah. You know,
Netflix.
it's some places over there in Haiti, they don't even got AC, bro.
Majority of the world don't have AC.
They don't got AC, bro.
You know that America uses more electricity on AC, okay, than the whole world uses electricity at home. Just for AC, not even the lights, not even the, you know, everything else, just for AC alone. America uses more power than all the countries combined just with AC alone. That's how you know Americans are living in comfort.
In fact, it says, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars and the powers shall stand in fear.
Right. Hey, nations are gonna be terrified, bro. This is why they're shaking up. I'm even Biden talking about that. I'm not gonna do that. That will start World War III. You know? They're scared. They know what this means. Go ahead.
It says, the beginning of evils, what shall I do when these evils shall come?
Right, what you gonna do when these evils come, man? All right? What are you gonna do when these evils come? And really, there's nothing you can do. Okay? This is what we do what we can now for YAHAWASHI and RAWCHAA. So when that day comes, he can deliver us. There ain't nothing you can do. Okay?
How's your family like Nicholas Cage did?
And it says, in the article how Trump was trying to, reduce, or trying to stop the conflict between Russia and Ukraine, but he's only making it worse. It's escalating, Now he's getting in it. Ultimately, this is going to come through. How he got cut into it? That's ultimately because of the Lord.
Yeah, that's like it's a fight going on. You trying to break up the fight, and you get swung on. Now you like, all right, you in that fight. Now you gonna break up. Hey! Should have stayed out of it.
I got another piece of that shit. Another one. Second,
Who's reading?
Second Ezra 8 and verse 50. For many great miseries shall be done to them that dwell in the latter time, shall dwell in the world.
Right. Many great miseries, man. Great death, destruction, okay? Famine, pestilences, disease. People gonna be, you think people are miserable now? They're complaining now. It's gonna get bad where you're not gonna be able to complain. It's gonna get so bad you're not gonna be able to complain because they're gonna be nothing to complain to. So shut the internet off, which they said on the 13th to the 16th. But they'll add more restrictions to YouTube. This whole street ministry about to be done. Yeah. Put AI and
Verifying on YouTube. Anything that speaks against the small hats, they're taking it down. Anything that stands in the way of their enterprise, they're taking it down, bro. It says, read from the top again, 2 Corinthians 8 and verse 50. For many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter time shall dwell in the world, because they
great miseries. Yeah.
Because they have walked in great pride.
Yeah, these Americans are proud as hell. You can't tell them nothing. You out here reading the Bible and people think like we out here talking. Okay, this is the word. This is the word of the creator of the universe. And you just act like it's another day in paradise. All right, we're gonna find out.
That's why the scripture says, "Wise earth and ashes proud." You know, these people are very powerful individuals, man. America has given them the liberty to do as they want, do as they will. And now these people have taken to the point to where you can even hear something that's very valuable and precious, and you will ignore it, especially speaking to so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. You see, because you have that comfortable state where you can just relax and chill. But we're coming to a time, like the brother said, you're going to be able to relax and chill anymore. All right? And what's coming is about to disrupt a lot of things in comfort.
It says something. People are the spirit of do as thou wilt. The spirit of Americans, everybody is under an enchant. It's one big ass enchant. Do as you want, live your truth. Which is Satanism.
Everybody got their own truth.
Everybody got their own truth. And the Lord has disenchanted us and gave us His life, man, gave us His word. And we can be able to see it. I got to do something.
Go ahead, Jack.
Yeah, Zechariah. This is Zechariah 14 verse 12. And this shall be the plague wherewith the Lord Yahawah will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem.
That be the plague. All these nations have fought against us, man. All these nations had a part in our captivity, our slavery. This is going to be that plague, man. This is going to be our good. This is going to be the plague. This is going to be this right here. All right, these nuclear destruction. All right, this is that final plague, that last plague. All right, final countdown. Okay.
Their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet.
Right, so like when this fire does come, your flesh is going to consume away while you stand upon your feet. Go ahead.
And their eyes shall consume away in their holes.
Your eyes will consume away in your holes. In their holes, so your eyes are going to literally dry up and wither away inside your sockets. You still going to be standing. You ain't even got a chance to get down. You know how they told you back in the day, oh, you know, hide under the table or some shit, go hide in the tub. You ain't going to have time to do that. Okay? You ain't going to have time to try to avoid the blast. Okay? Besides, when they tell you, oh yeah, you got 30 minutes left, they're gonna have the sirens going off. Okay? I'm gonna watch the movie or the show American Horror Story. They had a season about the apocalypse, right? And people knew the blast was coming. They knew they had a certain period of time for the missiles come. People was going to the top of buildings and jumping off the buildings to try to escape the blast. They didn't want to be in the fire. They'd rather drop to their death than to be in the fire. And then when they showed you this show, people was falling down on the ground, fucking breaking their legs, and they were still alive. Now you can't move, you in pain, and more pain is coming. But you cannot escape YAHAWASHI outside, bro. What's up?
It says, and their tongues shall consume away in their mouth.
Yeah, because your body is made up of like, what, 80% water or something like that? You know? Dust to dust. But our body's made up of a lot of water. You know, a lot of fluid. So So what happens when you have extreme heat? That means the fluids or water evaporates. You know, it changes the whole molecular structure of the water. So that means it's going to change the whole molecular structure of your body. That's why the scripture says the elements shall melt with fervent heat. We're all made up of elements. Everything around us is made up of elements. Hey, you got that, bro. You got the elements shall melt with fervent heat. We're all made up of elements, man. So when these elements start to melt, people are going to be literally dying and getting caught up in that fire, and they're going to be melting. Okay? Melting. You're really melting, bro. Okay? If that Russian general said we got something to make the concrete, you know how much more the people that are standing on the concrete? Okay? Go ahead.
It was Zachariah.
That was it?
Yeah. I'll do something.
Hold on, bring it out.
Start at verse above or straight to the
No, you go. Yeah. Go.
This is the book of 2 Peter chapter 3, verse 9. The Lord is not slack concerning his promise.
Yeah, the Lord promised to destroy America. The Lord promised to deliver the nation of Israel. The Lord promised to punish you Edomites, man. Okay, the Lord ain't slack concerning his promise. He ain't gonna just keep letting it slide. Go ahead.
And some men count slackness.
Right. Some people think that the Lord ain't coming. Oh, man, y'all tripping. Y'all been saying that for years. Well, it's coming. Y'all been saying that for years, but that just means that we're closer. Go ahead.
But is long suffering to usward, not willing that any should perish.
Right, and the Lord been suffering all this wickedness going on here, man. So, sending the prophets out, sending the spirit out, so that Jacob will repent. He don't want to see his people just perish and get destroyed. But if you don't repent after all this word is going out, you gotta be destroyed. Go ahead.
But that all should come to repentance.
Right, and the only people that can come to repentance are the Israelites. Right. For the elect are the only ones who will come to repentance. The only ones who can come to repentance are the Israelites, man. Any of you heathens, you don't even have a chance to repent. You know the majority of all people ain't gonna repent anyways, so they gonna die the death of a heathen. Okay? Go ahead.
Verse 10, but the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night.
Least expected, man. You think it's all peace and cream, they talking about peace and safety. It's okay, we're good with Russia now. We're good with Russia now. Go ahead.
In the which
And
the
these
heavens
nations might do that. These nations might, might make step a treaty up, make America think it's all peaches and cream, and they're going back to the home base, about to go sleep good in the middle of the night. They all gonna strike. They all gonna attack, man. There's I saw a video a few months back. I've been going to it. Didn't get the chance to. It's so many videos. But it was a video from Canadian prepper. And he got reports basically saying how all these nations are prepping for a D-Day. Okay? Or either the D-Day or X-Day or something like that. Something crazy. But basically what they were doing was they were all planning a day to attack America. They're all planning a day to attack and destroy America. What happened? You got more on that? Go ahead, bring it up.
This is Obadiah 1 verse 7 in the NLT. All your allies will turn against you.
All your allies gonna turn against you, man. All the people who thought was cool with you and cared about you and all the deals y'all made and the slaves y'all traded. Go ahead.
They will help to chase you from your land.
Oh yeah. That's it.
They will promise you peace while plotting to deceive and destroy you.
Yeah, and that's what's happening. They will promise you peace while that's why they're gonna say peace and safety, man. They'll promise you peace while still plotting to destroy you. That's what these nations are about to do. They're literally are gonna make America feel like it's all over with. It's all good. Hey, Greg, you know too about this stuff. Like it's all good. Like they're plotting peace just so they can destroy you.
Yeah,
all right. Yeah, and that's what America been doing. That's what America been doing. They'll play cool, but behind your back, they setting up, proxy wars and coups and shit. That's a snake shit. You want to be a snake, but you're gonna be a snake back to your ass.
He says the ones that want to smooth and butter, the war was in his heart. He'll come with that. Now we're just trying to, use smooth words. The whole time he tries to overthrow you. That's the way of Esau. And now he's gonna be
around.
That's how one scripture
That's
says.
why you gotta be careful what the fuck you do. What's gonna come back to you, bro? It'll come right back on your ass and you be looking straight. I mean, you never thought it was gonna come back on you. So that's what the Lord is doing to you in America. All the hell America brought to the nations, now they're gonna bring that hell up out of America. And America never thought it was coming. Go ahead.
It says your trusted friends will set traps for you and you won't even know about it.
Same traps for you. Okay? They set all kinds of. That's why when America go over there to Bad Jehoshaphat, they're going to be surrounded by even their own allies. Okay, they show you that in these movies, bro. You would think two characters on the same team and then a motherfucker backdoor them. You know? And now you got a gun in your back and a gun in your front.
Hang on, guys. What's going on here?
Hey. I'm American. Fuck you guys, I'm American, man. Hey guys, we're America. You know? That's the pride. That's the pride of America. They thought there was too American to get backdoor, but you're backdooring everybody else. Now it's time for you to get backdoor. And it ain't gonna feel good.
And when you think about that, you seen that one movie, Civil War. And then people, they don't, like me myself was like, well, what kind of American are you? And then they looked at them and they gave him an answer. But the one that was out, the one that wasn't considered American, they killed his ass.
Right.
Which shows you that these devils have a weird way of showing their horns, man. You know, and he came like he was speaking real nice and cool at the time, but then he showed his horns towards the end.
That also shows the division within these Egyptians. The Lord said you can set Egyptian against Egyptian. All right, so these Edomites are variance with each other. Russia and Esau going against each other. These Edomites fighting each other, man. All right? They all these Edomites got dominion of different parts of the earth, but here it is, the Lord got them at odds with each other.
This is the book of 2 Peter chapter 3 verse 10. It says, but the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in the which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise.
Right. The sky gonna open up. Okay? The sky gonna open up, man. And these missiles are gonna rain in. Gonna rain in. Go ahead.
And the elements.
The great noise is gonna be that sonic boom. So when the missiles come back to the atmosphere, it's gonna cause a great boom. Boom! As it pierces the clouds to come back into this atmosphere, that's gonna make your ears bleed in the south. And then the missiles come down, they're gonna make another boom when they hit the ground. So this is gonna be a dreadful day, man. Go ahead.
And the elements shall melt with fervent heat. The earth also and all the works that are therein shall be burnt up.
Right, everything that's on this earth, okay, on the shores of America, everything around us right now, man. You look around, you see cars, trees, boats, eating, you know, parks, you know, all this melt. It's gonna melt, it's gonna burn, man. Okay? It's all made up of elements and it's all gonna burn up. Go ahead.
Verse 11, seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of persons are ye to be in all holy conversation and godliness?
Right, what manner of persons are you to be? What should you be doing, you know, right now? Seeing what's coming, man. Okay? What spirit should you be in? Alright? Knowing what time that's coming. Knowing that all these things are going to be dissolved. All this shit is going to melt. It's going to burn up. What are you going to do? Okay?
If somebody saw the thief coming in the middle of the night, they would have prepared. They would have stayed up and watched. Okay? These people are in darkness. So here it is, they can prepare for that thief to come. But the scriptures say, brethren are not in darkness, that day shall overtake you as a thief. Alright, so we in the light, we can see all the traps being light, we can see the prophecies unfolding. But you niggas, you two-third niggas, you can't see nothing. You can't see the bear trap laid out right in front of your foot, man. We see the evil, so we hiding ourselves in the word of the Lord, shadow of the Almighty, and faith. We know we gonna need protection. The word, what's your foundation? You haven't been able to do nothing for the Lord. What you gonna fall back on that day?
Yeah, the whole life has been about you. we'll see how that goes. All right? Remember that?
Verse 12, looking for and hastening unto the coming of the day of the Most High, YAHAWASHI, wherein the heavens being on fire shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat.
The elements are going to melt, man. All right, you look at the periodic table, that's all these elements that we have all around us, inside of us. All those elements are going to melt. This fire is so hot, it has the power to melt elements. Okay? Down to the last molecule, it has time, it has the power to melt the elements. Okay, that means you're going to see motherfuckers breaking down. Okay? Let this fire come. It's going to break you down. The fire is a purifier, man. All those elements that ain't, up the fire is going to melt away. Go ahead.
Verse 13, nevertheless we, according to his promise, look for new heavens and a new earth.
Wherein dwelleth righteousness. Is righteousness dwelling here? Absolutely not. This place is wicked, man. This place is disgusting. It's filthy. It's brutal. So the best thing that we can do is, hey, look for the fucking new heavens wherein dwelleth righteousness. Okay, come back to your home, and serve him. He got something better for us than this right here. Right. Where shall we go? On that?
Wherein dwelleth righteousness.
Wherein dwelleth righteousness. The name of righteousness dwelling here. Okay, you got Moses and Sodomites running around. Alright? Let's see if we get it man. Hey, I saw I've been watching those prison stories, bro. There was a prison story about a dude who went to prison. It was Jake's. I believe it was Jake's. I don't know. I believe it was Jake. But it was, a dude went to prison. And he was in prison, he had a long time in prison, so he ended up getting like a little boyfriend in prison. But then, he was going to a visiting room because his mom was going with his brothers and shit. And they were like visit him in the visiting room. And one day his brother got in trouble and now he was in prison too. So when he went to prison, he started sleeping with the other brother, his boyfriend that was in prison with him. So that's adultery, homosexuality, it's iniquity. The best thing the Lord can do for you is put you out of your misery, man. You got motherfuckers locked up for a lifetime and they're popping boys. They treat another man like it's a woman. You got men in there acting like they're women. This Lord got to destroy this place. This place is wicked. It's vile. It's disgusting. So the best thing for this place is annihilation, man.
That's the reason the knowledge of split atoms came into play. For you niggas, man. Shit like that. All these errors in the earth.
You gotta break it up.
Right.
You gotta break that shit up. Put it back in the right the way it's supposed to be, man. There's a movie called Annihilation, man. Y'all seen that movie Annihilation? It's a great movie, bro. It basically was like this alien, source, some type of alien source came down to Earth, and it hit this particular area, this lighthouse, and then it started spreading. It started spreading to where everything, as it spread, everything it came in contact with, it changed. Yeah, it changed it. So it was pretty much making a whole new earth. Okay, and that's what this truth is doing with the spirit, man. This truth is changing the world. It's making the whole earth, the whole reality, man. Okay? And righteousness, man. Okay? And we desperately need that, man. But in that movie Annihilation, they showed you how when that thing, they ended up dropping bombs on it or whatever, but when that alien, it was like a meteor that came and hit the earth, and then it started putting out this vibration over the whole earth that was spreading and taking over whole towns and shit, and everything was changing. The people who was already on earth was trying to figure out a way to stop it. They were trying to figure out a way to control it or whatever, and they couldn't. And that's what's happening with this truth, man. Okay? It's taking over the world. The gospel is preached in the whole world, and then shall the end come. So we're about to see the end of this place be established, and then it's going to be a new world to come. Where it's going to dwell righteousness. All right?
Because the truth's going to get the victory. They was trying to stop it because it was going to consume the whole earth. They did it. And what the truth is doing is consuming the whole earth.
All right, MOTB, there's going to be a startup, all right, one of that Jacob's Trouble, man. All right, which we are seeing now, all right, things stirring up here in America. I was just watching a video, all right, going into how New York, all right, was having a flood, okay, which is not usual for that to happen. And you had it with that 8.8, I believe, earthquake that happened, which, you know, shifted things throughout the ocean, man. Causing a tsunami to hit certain coasts over there in Russia. All right, so you have things of signs of things happening too. Which you can grab 2 Ezra 9:1. All right, but these days is a startup of what's about to get real bad here in America. Man.
Hey, you
all
got
right.
that cord?
Brother, got anything?
Yeah, iPhone, yeah.
Okay, go ahead, go ahead.
2 Ezra 15 and verse 1. It says, "Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy."
Right, which we are telling you, man, these things are to come. All right, this is all part of prophecy, where it's about to get real bad, okay, through the spirit part about some outside, okay? And if you're not paying attention, if you're not watching, if you're not looking into these things, then you can get caught up by it, man. Go ahead.
"Which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord."
Which is not of our own, man. Okay, the Lord speaks through his prophets, okay? We just vessels delivering the message, man. All right, go ahead.
"And cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true."
So everything you are hearing through the Lord's men, okay, his true prophets, all right, starting with the elders, the apostles, the great millstone, and down, all right, these words are faithful and true, okay, which is coming out of this Bible, man, okay, and if it's up to you if you want to believe it or not, all right, it's really Lord got to put the spirit on you and receive it, but we're in a time where these things are going to be spoken, all right, and there's going to be many witnesses, all right, and there's going to be many people who aren't going to listen. Go ahead.
It says, "Fear not the imaginations against thee, let not the incredulity of them trouble thee."
We know that people who are not believers, man. Okay, like us true brothers are sitting up here fighting against these things, man. All right, you got a lot of people who come up here and might scoff and mock. All right, got every opinion in the world to say something about what you're doing, but we ain't bothered by those things because we wholeheartedly have already set our minds on getting the hell up out of here, man. I realize that we did that in life. Okay, we're thinking about the things that's not going to be corrupted. You see, while these people are thinking about the current system that's being set up, which is falling right before them. You see, so you're not going to let that incredulity, meaning that unbelief, to affect us. Go ahead.
It says, "For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness."
Right, and that's the consequence of not trying to get this word. All right, by putting off from day to day. All right, that's the consequence. The unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness, man. Okay, brothers, going into that nuclear fire, or those missiles when they hit ground zero, when they hit this place, the casualties that's going to come by it is going to be many, man, millions. All right, how many the Lord desires? Okay, but there's going to be many that's going to burn up in that fire, man, and it's not going to be pleasant. Okay, bring it back.
And it says, "For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, sword, famine, death, and destruction."
All the unfaithful dying in unfaithfulness. That just means that these people they never gonna believe until they die. They're gonna have to die in their unbelief. Alright? Don't worry about chasing them down and ringing the doorbells in the morning. Alright? If they don't get it, first, second, I'm honest, reject. Because the Lord has got certain spirits on them to lead them to destruction. While he has certain spirits on the elect to lead them to salvation. And there is no discharge in that war, man.
Right.
It says faith is a gift. So if it was given to you, that means you didn't give it to yourself. Which is why the truth is so precious, man, because you didn't invite yourself into this ministry. You were invited by the Lord.
Right. And all these things is all according to what YAHWASHI outside. It's not of our own, man. Okay, it's all of what YAHWASHI outside has set up according to his vision, man. He's written. And there's gonna be many people, all right, who are not gonna take heed, man. And that's just what it is. All right, but those who are gonna take heed are going to listen and repent and do those things they have to do to seek him in these times. Go ahead.
It says, "Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction."
Okay, so we're gonna bring sword, famine, death, and destruction to this place that you know is America, man. What makes you think that this is gonna be a place where you can continue building a career? What makes you think you can continue to build a family, buy land, build up a business. What do you make? What make you think that that's gonna continue to flourish here? When you have it with the scripture said, we're gonna bring these things, man. Famine, great death and destruction. That's the future of this place, man. Great death and destruction.
Face this.
Okay? Nothing
Oh,
else.
how you had it hanging or something.
All right? And you got many of people who still are in the ignorant mindset to continue in wickedness, man. No matter how many times you get the warning, no matter how many times you tell someone till you turn blue in the face, no matter how many times this thing is being pushed out to the four corners of the earth, you're gonna still have people who are not going to take heed. So be it, man. Go ahead.
It says, for wickedness hath exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled.
And we know that these things are going to continue to get worse and worse. Okay, here in this place, man, America, man. All right, we know that Joel 9:24, the earth is given to the hand of the wicked. This devil is just, he's designed to be the wicked. He's accustomed to be the wicked. Okay, he has a job, all right, to do what he has been given, okay, a position to do, and that's kill, destroy, okay, deceive, and etc., man. All right, and he's going to continue until we don't come back and you know, do his thing, man. Okay, go ahead. Yeah, go. Jump down and verse. Because you're seeing a lot of that going on now. You know, a lot of rebellious, okay, people are starting to fight against their own government system because they don't like what's going on, what's taking place. Look at all these unrighteous decrees that's being put out there. Okay, what is that going to do to these American people who've been in so much comfort all their life? That's going to stir that devilish ways up in them, man. Those demons, they're going to get active. That's why you have what they got a saying now, all right, a crash out. Okay, people are starting to crash out because they're starting to realize it's not as comfortable as it was 10 to 12, 20 years ago. See?
Yeah, because ultimately, you know, the destruction and the plagues the Lord's going to bring upon this place, you know, like the brother said, you know, that fire is going to have a spirit in it, all right? But when the Lord brings all this other plagues, those are going to have spirits in it as well. There's going to be demons roaming around free, and they're going to start manifesting in your face, all right? Because it's going to be such a dark and gloomy day, all right? You know, you're going to have fires, you know, you're going to have explosions, EMPs, people killing each other.
Yeah.
You know, it's all going to be, you know, demons, you know, just roaming free.
Right.
Evil spirits just roaming free, and the Lord is allowing them to do what they want to do, man.
Get active.
Get active. You know?
Right. If a brother can grab spirits created for vengeance, that is not a spirit. Because
Especially after that now, these people ain't getting the proper blood flow to their brain anymore, man.
right.
They can't think rationally like they used to.
I saw a video about that. There was a dude who he had to get some treatment for blood.
The machine,
Yeah.
the hose or something like that.
And they were showing you how, like, before and after they had to clean his blood and get all the plaque out of his blood. Before and after, these people are filled with a bunch of shit they don't even know what it is. You know, so that makes you, you know, if your blood ain't clean, you pumping a bunch of plaque into your organs, that leads to death, man.
And
You can't even think straight right now.
right.
If you got a wrong everything, it's over.
Right.
And another
That's
thing,
why people, when they was going to go work out and stuff, going to play sports and stuff, they would drop it there because that was causing the blood flow go to their organs faster and they was getting clogged up. You just die suddenly.
and what is that? Because most of these people, I've been seeing a lot of videos. I sit down and watch the videos, see how they cleaning and the treatments they gotta go through. They get their blood and it'll be cold, it'll be dark, and then when they come out of the machine, it'll be real light. But what is that causing these people? Because like you said, if you're running and exercising and doing all these things, then suddenly, you know, shit
Start
happens.
getting clogged up.
What happens is it's a lack of oxygen, man, throughout the body.
Right.
So because the oxygen's not flowing like I was supposed to, suffocate. It's
From the
suffocating.
inside out.
That's exactly.
That's the damn devil, bro.
Yeah.
He want to put his hands around your neck. He'll put some shit in your blood.
Yeah.
To suffocate your ass from the inside out, man.
Exactly. And you wouldn't even know because that's a silent kill. And see, these devils know that.
He said, trust me.
Trust the science.
Trust safe and effective. Then you proceeded to yoke your ass up in the back. You sleeping.
Right. Now it's it wasn't tested this and it wasn't tested that. Well, that just proves why these people nowadays are not functioning properly. Motherfuckers can't take the right turn. They can't even ask you a proper question. You know, they pausing and pull out the middle of the road. These people just freezing up, man.
I seen that on the way here. A motherfucker just stopped in the middle of the road, just looking, lost. Bro, what's going on with these people, bro?
They're stuck.
What happened to me too? Motherfucker crashed out on me. I was trying to let him go in front, and I was slowly creeping into the road, and he stopped and held up all the traffic. He's sitting there trying to argue with me. I said, "Go! What are you doing?" And he,
Yeah.
go! But like the brother said, we got crash out mentality now.
Yeah.
Because it's getting worse. Inflation is only getting higher. The gap is only getting worse.
Yeah.
Okay, the blood is only getting more clogged. So it's only going to, but when this shit hit the fan, these people are going to completely lose it because they've already been through so much.
Right.
They already been through so much stress, so much pressure. When it hits, man, they just going to let it go.
Yeah,
You'll see the natural brute beast.
exactly. Because you got a lot of people who are straining right now. You ever see a person who's straining and you start seeing their veins? Well, they're at that point right now. They just haven't physically shown it, man. Okay, where it's deep inside within these people. Okay, they can't function right. They can't operate right. They done got that damn juice, and now they realizing that their body just. Hey, my coworker, man, I was
Body
driving,
ain't the same.
right. My coworker was driving. I was driving. My coworker was telling me, he was like, man, ever since I got that thing, man. I'm gonna say that thing for the sake of the video, but he said I got that thing, man. It's like, first one, and I was able to run miles. I got the second one, and I can start realizing my heart is not operating right no more. When he told me that, bro, I was like, yeah, your ass almost.
Yeah, motherfuckers feeling it, bro.
Yeah.
I got a coworker like that too. Nigga ain't been the same, bro, but he took that shit, and ever since then he been having all these medical issues or whatever. And now you look at him, he ain't doing no work. He an older dude too. You look at him, and he ain't doing no work. When you look at him, and he look at you, you ask him something. My other coworker told me, he said, it's his eyes, bro.
It's like he's gone.
Yeah, that's what he told me, bro. I said, what the fuck? I thought I was just seeing it. He said, bro, I look in his eyes, bro, and there's nothing there, bro.
Everything.
He said, there's nothing there, bro.
Gone.
But you look at him, he'll just be like,
Yeah.
like, I'm sure. He'll talk to you like,
He gone.
Go.
you know, like I keep about to pass out at any fucking moment.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, you feeling bad? Like, dog, I'm here to catch you if you fall, boy.
Yeah.
But your ass like you about to fall.
Yeah.
And they want me to take his fucking place. They already telling me, hey man, you know he croaks, right? Like, damn, bro. The man been there 30, 40 years, bro. They already ready. He started having some complications. They already thinking about your replacement.
Yeah.
You give your whole life to these fucking companies, bro. They already thinking about your replacement, bro.
Hey, and the fact that you said it, they already think about your replacement. Hey, that's the spirit, because most of these people aren't starting to realize that. They don't got much longer, man. So what are they gonna retaliate towards? Letting it all go. Fuck it, I can barely make it at this point.
I'm going to destroy everything I can.
Oh yeah. Motherfuckers ready to cook over because they ain't got nothing else left to do. The job is ripping them off. Okay, you go home, your wife is somewhere goddamn communal culture. Okay, you turn around, you go eat something at the stores, you get sick. You're looking up the sky, you're being suffocated from goddamn the air itself. Your life is fucked, man. And that's what the condition of these people who are trusting in this system so bad is in the state of, man.
Hey, the thing is, they have no hope.
They have no hope.
So we're able to continue to go through this
Yeah.
because we know what's to come. They don't know that.
Right.
They think this is the end all be all, and they're gonna die here with their terrible lives. So that's why Jake always end up off themselves or certain things. But we have that hope of immortality, man.
That's why they be crashing out too, bro, because they got no hope. They're like, man, what the fuck? I know damn well for sure I would have crashed out 1,000,000 times over if I ain't had this truth, bro. I would have killed the bitch. I would have killed the nigga, 1,000,000 niggas. You know what I'm saying? But this truth, it keeps you stable because you know that there is light at the end of this tunnel, man.
Exactly.
Me and the brother was breaking around that, like, no, when you meditate on the things to come, it overrides everything you're dealing with.
That's right.
If you got that hope that burns within you, everything you come in, like everything you do is like it just goes away.
Hey, what me and the brother was going into, like you said, you can feel it. The difference is they can't feel that. We can feel the hope. We can feel that it's getting closer. It's almost like you can grab it and embrace it. And that makes you be able to look past everything you're going through.
He felt that promise. That's why Scripture says that he endured the cross for the joy set before him.
Right. That's right.
He knew what his father was going to give him once he endured it.
And
he know the Lord is going to give time for the endurance.
right, what the scripture say? Shall reign with them. These who suffer shall reign with them. You see?
But if you don't got that vision,
You ain't gonna be able to. How you gonna see it through? You see it?
That's what the scriptures say. That's what the scriptures say. This present life isn't the life where much glory does abide. Okay, so the problem with these people is they think that this is the life where that glory is. They still holding on to this life and trying to seek out that glory, but we already gave up this life. We got nothing to lose here, man. All right, but these people got everything to lose because they done sold their whole and they soul, man, to get these things in this world.
And that's why they look so miserable. Because they can't comprehend.
Well, they don't even just look miserable. They are miserable.
Yeah.
Because with our life without Yahweh BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI is miserable.
Right.
I asked for it earlier. Somebody grab it. When I asked these precepts, y'all make sure y'all grab them because we can't even believe this in them can without grabbing these precepts, man. The scripture. Look for it. It says, there is no greater thing than love, or
And to back the brother the priest up, all right, because that's exactly, they are miserable, and that's why they're sitting here contemplating themselves, trying to figure out, still back and forth in their brain, trying to figure out how did I sacrifice 20 to 30, 40, even 50 years of my life to a job that's not even giving me back of anything.
Yeah, I remember this lady at my job. She was there for a minute, and the dude at the church job at my job was about to die. The lady that was there, he knew her for a minute, and when she died, they was complaining like, damn, they ain't even sent her a flower, a card, or nothing.
Oh, yeah.
They went to her funeral, and even doesn't give a damn about you, but you're not going to your funeral. You're not doing none of that.
Oh, no.
You be in that job for a good portion of your whole life. You gotta think you waking up first thing in the morning and
Right.
so that's a great part of your whole life. But they don't give a damn about none of that.
Well, they only see you valuable when you're working for them.
When you working,
They
if
only
you
see
can't work,
valuable-
they,
it's you-
what?
You
Tell
are,
it
you are an asset to that
Tell it.
company when you are working
for that company.
You see? But when you ain't working for them, hey, well, you just another ticket out of here, man.
Hey, I was just bringing it to the brother earlier. I seen it was like a video, it was a meme video. All right, but it was, it was truth to it, bro, because we deal with it at our job. It was a coworker who came up to his foreman, which is like a higher up. He was like, "Oh, I like your truck," and this is AI generated. He said, "Hey, I like your truck, man." He said, "Oh, thank you. Continue to work more weekends and overtime so I can buy me a new truck." You know what I'm saying? And that's ultimately what we're doing, bro. So they don't give a damn about you. All you doing is put money in their pocket. You're an asset to them. All right, but when you're no longer useful, they're gonna fire your ass.
Right, because ultimately you have a chain of command. And it's from the CEO and down to when you have employees, it's really just slaving, man. You slaving the hey, Esau, even though they be slaving, they still have a privilege. You got Jacob who's slaving and don't got no privilege. Okay? For nothing. So you are the bottom of the bottom, man. And you slaving in a place where you still trying to find rest. It's crazy. Okay? So my brother can grab that right there.
If I want to add
Yeah.
there was a video I saw on Facebook. I don't know if it was a video, if it was real, but I think people said it was real. So where at a job, they came up to the boss and said, "Yo, this nigga there just died." And the boss was like, "Did he clock out yet?" Clock out? Was that a meme or was that real?
I don't think that was real.
That's real shit, though.
But you can actually use that to today's environment, man. To these people's circumstances today. You can use that. That's why you have AI is be hitting shit on the point, man. Because they really know that's what's really going on. You see? And in fact, the AI is being used to push that kind of provocative image. It just shows you the weapons that Esau has is so advanced, man. Okay, and you look up some shit and it'll tell you exactly what it is. Like the brother was saying, you look up some shit and tell you exactly what it is, and then they'll try to hide it from you at the same time. And that's exactly how Esau works. All right, this is his system, and this is how he conducted within his own kingdom. And it's in wickedness. That's why this place has to be brought down with those nukes like we started off with, man.
Yeah, if I may add on to what you brothers were saying too, especially about the work situation. You had that one Jake, I believe it was like a year or so ago, he was working at Burger King. It was Burger King or one of the fast food places for like 30 years, and they gave him a gift basket for working there for so long. And then people had to raise money for him because they felt like they had him messed up. Which just goes to show you You know, you work your whole life at these jobs, and they give you their butt to kiss, man. Plain and simple.
That's right. That's right, bro. You see? Plain and simple, man. Go ahead, bring it up.
This is Isaiah 33 and verse 6.
Wait, hold that. Go grab that right there. You go.
This is Proverbs chapter 29, verse 18. Where there is no vision, the people perish, but he that keepeth the law, happy is he.
Wait, so where there's no vision, the people perish, man. You got a wicked and cruel ruler. Look at this place and how it's been running. Somebody read that in the Proverbs where it says, when the righteous are in third, the people rejoice, but when the wicked bear rule, this place is going to shit. It's going to be more.
I'm gonna grab with the brother also right quick. This is the book of Sirach 23 and verse 27. And they that remain shall know that there is nothing better than the fear of the Lord, and that there is nothing sweeter than to take heed unto the commandments of the Lord. So those that remain, which is the elect. Because, bro, if you ain't in this truth, if you ain't got the faith to fear YAHAWASHI, you're not going to remain. You're going to the Lord going to find some type of calamity to destroy you.
Right.
See? And that's terrifying. Because the scriptures go to the Lord is to be feared, man. It is a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living power. So you can have Allah, Buddha, all that you want, Yeshua, whatever. You can have all that, but that's not going to protect you, okay, in the times we're coming into, man. Our power is a living power, man. We'll get active, man. Oh, you see all these judgments going out? Do you still want to test that theory? You want to still test that water? I don't think so. Go ahead, bro.
Verse 28, it reads, it is great glory to follow the Lord, and to be received of him is long life.
Long life. Wow. Following after Yahawashi is the way, man. Yeah. That's the way out of here. That's the ticket out of here. But most of our people won't follow that because what this Lord has given them at abundance. You see? But we, through the Spirit prayer by Shema Shah, the Lord has opened that within our minds and freed us from that bondage of being here, man. Now we understand that it's true through the Spirit prayer by Shema Shah. We're free at that, but we're seeing beyond that now. We are able to see beyond that. See? But that's all through how by Shema Shah. That's on that. Who was reading? That was it? Bring that back. Yeah, bring that back.
This is the book of Proverbs.
And it said, I believe going into the people perish. Okay? We have no vision. You got it? Go ahead, bro.
Proverbs 19 and 18. Where there is no vision, the people perish, but he that keepeth the law, happy is he.
So, where there's no vision, the people perish, man. Like I said, look at the way this place is being ran. All right, there's a wicked and a cruel ruler that's ruling this place, man. Okay? And this place, the downfall of this place is destruction, man. Okay? These people they don't even know where they're going. They're confused as hell. You know, wake up in the morning, you just completely through. You wake up, you take the tea, no matter much you exercise, you still feel fucked up. You still feel sick. You don't know if you're going to turn on the news and see something on the news, everything is just all jacked up. You see? Go ahead, bro.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 29. We'll start at verse 1. He that being often reproved hardeneth his neck shall suddenly be destroyed, and that without remedy. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice, but when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn.
So when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn. Now this is all leading up to because this place is completely through, man. It's in wickedness, it's golfed in wickedness, and this is why it's got to be purged with that fire. You see, and a lot of so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, our people are amongst this wickedness, man. And have indulged in it so much that they can't even hear this glorious, blessing, this word. They can't hear it, man. Their ears is muffled with all the wickedness. You see? That was it on that?
This is the Proverbs 29, verse 18, the NLT version with the brother ground.
It's like an involve. Okay?
Proverbs chapter 29, verse 18 in the NLT, what the brother grabbed, it says, when people do not accept divine guidance, they run wild.
Right, this is divine guidance. Learn to start out. What other way to walk besides the way the Lord is giving you to walk? The creator of the universe is telling you this is what's required to be saved. Wanting to be wise to walk accordingly.
Right? The scripture says this is the way, walk ye therein. You know, it says, I am the way, the life, and the truth. He says you walking after your own son. We saw where your own son's story led up to. But his walk in his path led up to him getting beamed up. And if we follow up the same footsteps, then we shall also get beamed up.
That's the goal. That's the mission. Lord willing, we'll be that elect. Because all of that means that all the suffering that we're going through is going to pay off in the end. And we know the scripture says that the Lord knows, he won't forget our works and labors of love towards his end. You see? So that expected end is something that we hold on daily, man.
It says, when people do not accept divine guidance, they run wild. But whoever obeys the law is joyful.
And they are joyful, man. You got these people who just completely in lawlessness. They don't know what to do. They got no structure. They got no guidance. Okay, but those who are following after YAHAWASHI outside, we have that guidance, man. We have that structure. We have that where the road has been paved perfectly. You see, you got motherfuckers who falling off roads, shit. Oh, these are bricks that will not break. These are bricks that have been set in place and they are firm. And we hoping to our brothers out these those bricks that's are firm, okay, that's paving the way to ultimately to the kingdom, man. Okay?
Better guidance is heavenly guidance in the Lord. I got another one real quick. It's in Ephesians chapter 4, in verse 17 in the NLT, it says, with the Lord's authority I say this, live no longer as the Gentiles do, for they are hopelessly confused.
They are hopelessly confused, man. Damn, hopelessly confused.
They don't have the truth.
They don't have it.
I don't know. They don't have the light. So they're confused. They're in confusion. They don't have any hope of a better end, man.
That's why niggas fall out.
Right.
Niggas say fuck it because they can't see past their situation. That's why people say we walk by faith and not by sight. Because if we walk by sight, he would have been said fuck it. Moving south, but he has that expected minimum. But it's to their hopelessness that we disappeared the hope and the sin. I hope.
That's right.
So faith is the substance of things not seen. So they're crying up because they have no faith.
And they can't hope in anything, man. So with that, it leads to just crashing out. That's why these people, the way the government is set up, the way that these presidents is set up, the way it's just structured here, it's all set up to destroy. Okay, starting from these cool, wicked ones that grew into down, man. You have Esau ready to crash out sending missiles over there. You have Esau ready to crash out, got submarines set up on the side just in case you act stupid. Because why? He's ready to go to war because he's about to lose everything. Okay? Just as much as these other people count on this place, what is America?
This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 8, and verse 11. It says, because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily, therefore the heart of the sons of men is fully set in them to do evil.
Hey, so you have a little motherfucker doing wickedness until you gotta get caught at this point? Come on, man. Well, guess what? Don't worry about it. The Lord see these things, man. Just because you ain't getting an instant judgment right there and then, don't mean the Lord don't see these things. Okay? Don't mean you'll get away with it. You'll have Jake ready to commit all kinds of wickedness and think, oh, they're gonna get a scot-away, get away with a scot-away free. But then turn around, your ops run down, you blow your own damn cap off, man. You see? You'll have a nigga that commit adultery and then find it somewhere and get tossed out a window. You see? The Lord have a way of doing things, man. And it'll catch up with you. Alright? That's on that?
Hey, let your call go. Then you.
That expected end, brother.
I-
Let's get to the MOTV though. Let's get to the MOTV because we had a prophesy, right? Now, Revelation 13, let's grab the number grab.
Revelation chapter 13 and verse 14, it says, or actually verse 15, says that he had power to give life unto the image of the beast.
Right? He had power. Who was the he? Okay? And power. Okay? His power goes into dominion, rulership. The scripture says the earth is given to the hand of the wicked. So we saw the so-called white man, okay, through his ruling elite, okay? They have the power to give life into the image of the beast, okay, which is this new world order, all right? That they want to establish so badly, man. All right?
It says, and caused that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed.
Right, they have the power to put you to death. Because the Lord gave them the power to do so. If you don't worship the image, if you don't get down with the NWO, you have the power to put you to death. You have a thing called cancel culture. If you don't get down with this whole ABCDE 1, 2, 3, they can so-called cancel you. Which is like, if they have the power to cancel somebody because they're not in agreement with the way of life, okay? That's a foreshadowing of look. If you're not in agreement with this, you can put you to death. Okay? You get fired from your job.
It says, and caused that as many that will not worship the image of the beast should be killed.
Right.
And causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond,
Right. Rich and poor, free and bond. Go ahead.
to receive, it says, to receive the plasma,
Right.
in their right hand or in their forehead.
In their right hand or in their forehead. Which that right hand goes with the dextrose. Which means dextrose, I was thinking of ambidextrous. But dextrose, okay, which is the dominant hand, okay? It don't matter what hand you put it in, if you receive that mark, that's the mark of the beast. But you have the Neuralink technology, you also have the RFID microchip, man. Which that Neuralink is it's heavy into the miracles. Okay, you have these trial runs where you have people that sing that hasn't saw before. Okay, being able to get up and walk that was once paralyzed. That's that left hand technology. That's that left hand miracle, man. That's going to deceive many into taking that device. Okay, go ahead. And they show you that in these, a lot of these movies they've been showing you that. Man, what's the last movie? That movie. I don't know if brothers watched it, but that Megan 2.0 movie. Did y'all see that yet?
I started watching. I fell asleep.
That Megan 2.0 movie. It's the same Megan. But you're right, it is a bigger Megan in the movie. But you had said something earlier today, I believe, on the phone call. You was like, how can it? Come on, bro. Come on, the spirit. Go ahead, bro. You got it.
Let me bring it
Yeah,
up.
you can bring it out right quick. I'm gonna make a point.
So this is Meta AI. This is AI on Facebook. So if you're on Facebook and you scroll down a post, it has little questions that you can ask on the bottom. You can ask AI on the bottom. And it also has.
But you know what's crazy? They got the same thing on Twitter or X now, forming on his Twitter, where you see something, you can ask AI, which is called Grok.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, you can ask Grok, and you can just at Grok, which is an AI, and it'll answer whatever question you have. Everything is going AI, bro.
And if I could, and the brother brought it to me earlier. He was looking for a song that we were hearing in the songs the brothers make. And he said he owned it in Google and it found the verse. I said,
That's a miracle, bro.
Knowledge shall be increased.
Yeah. Hey, the brother Obama or Cobb sent an article into the chat where he said Bill Gates said AI is growing so fast he was surprised.
Yeah.
He said he don't know now whether it'll be 10 years or 1 year when AI is super advanced, man.
Yeah, because that's the Lord. That's that technology. That's the like the brother, the beautiful brother brought it out. Knowledge shall be increased. That's the Lord turning up that left hand, man. Because it's nothing but left hand technology. Okay?
One of those miracles, too.
One of those miracles.
It says, I asked Meta AI, I said, how does AI tie into the mark of the beast? It says, some people have speculated that AI or more broadly technology could be connected to the mark of the beast in several ways. But it says, 1, biometric identification, 2, digital payments and commerce, which is AI is not talking about digital currency. And then 3, implantable technology.
Implantable technology.
It says
implantable technologies. Advances in implantable technologies such as microchips or neural interfaces. So what this goofy, this is Nathaniel talking about, is showing it ain't no microchip. But it's AI, okay? This is AI letting you know this can be implemented into the image.
Esau's own technology.
Oh, you're right.
Go ahead.
It says, have sparked fears that these devices could be used to track people's movements, thoughts, or actions, potentially tying into the idea of a mark or symbol that identifies individuals as followers of the anti-Hamas. Followers of this NWO, okay, submitting to the image of the beast. Somebody grab 7,000 men shall not bow to me. Somebody grab Maccabees right quick, going into how all should be one people, all should consent to the religion of the king. Because this has always been an agenda, but now, like the brother brought out, knowledge has been increased to the point where they can actually fulfill it in this life. They didn't have the technology in the time of the Grecians, but see, they have the technology now, man. And when that movie Megan, it shows you through AI, they showed you that this guy, which he was basically like, in that movie, I think he represented Elon Musk. That's his monster perspective. But Megan 2.0, he was paralyzed. He was paralyzed, and he said, through this technology, I can do this. And he put the chip in his brain, he started getting up and moving. And he was able to control AI through that chip. See? So you gotta, that is showing you, man. They showing you this is what they gonna do.
And this is not something that is just, we just, whipping out, and just bringing it out. No, man. This is actual fact. Right? You have it over there in Sweden, where you got motherfuckers walking around with that mug in their hand already. Opening their doors, opening their kitchen cabinets, doing things like the open shoes. They showing you what kind of system that they are ushering in, all right, through gradualism.
It's not science fiction anymore because it's in front of you.
Hey, I saw a video earlier today. I gotta do a clip on it, but it was a video where basically I think it was like a hotel or something, and their hotel key was like a card, the RFID. The card was used to open the drawers, and the dresser. So in order to even open the drawers, you had to have that card. And I think I said, damn, they gonna make all the drawers like that pretty soon.
They're gonna make the store doors like that.
They're gonna make everything like that.
You can't walk into the store unless the doors ain't gonna open unless you got that CHIP.
And that's how I used to be at. I used to go to Anytime Fitness, and you couldn't even go in there unless you had the damn key fob. So that's how it's gonna be.
Gradually carry you.
That
Jakey was in New York. He was trying to get into a little grocery store that they have in there, and they was like, you gotta pay. You pretty much gotta pay to get in, as he got to come in, and he gotta pay for his groceries. Which is part of that system too. He was like, girl, now I gotta pay to get in. You gotta tap your phone on the machine so you can enter. And they have it for the Whole Foods. They have it for Amazon. All that looks like the most grocery store you gotta tap something, okay, to get into have access to something.
Gradually.
fuck it.
God. It says, Revelation 13 verse 16, he calls all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a commandment in their right hand or in their forehead. And that no man might buy or sell.
Which is, you're not going to be able to purchase, you're not going to be able to work. You're going to be excluded from society. You're not going to be, that's why scripture says, brother can grab it also. Can you grab it? They shall no more stay upon him that smote them. Because when this technology is really rolled out and implemented, we're going to have to fully trust in the Lord, man. It ain't going to be no more going to work. It ain't going to be no more,
walking out on faith. You got to walk out on faith, bro. Walk out of your job, walk out of your house, walk away from your vehicle.
But that's also going to give the Lord the green light to intervene within our lives. Because the Lord shows us little things every now and then. He'll show us things in our day-to-day life. But he really going to be able to work once we fully dependent on him. See? He can only do so much because we still going through Esau and his system. But once we, excluded from that system, the Lord going to work within our lives even more.
It says, and that no man might buy or sell, save that he that had the corruptible, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that have understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and the number is 636.
Right. Which is a product for it. Okay? Once that device is put into you, you are now a product of these beast systems. It's like Esau marking you as cattle, royal. You know? He's marking you as his property, man. So, you finished. And we know the judgment for that. Okay, that lake of fire that we went into earlier. Okay? That's why nukes ain't gonna get shot off yet. Because the nukes, the Lord waiting for those to be tagged first. And then he's gonna send that judgment, man. You got what I asked for? Yeah.
It says, First Maccabees chapter 1, verse 41. Moreover, King Antiochus wrote to his whole kingdom that all should be one people.
This is the spirit of Esau. But all should be one people. Okay, he wants to do that now. Through that technology. Connect everybody to the Internet of Things. All be one people. We're all connected.
One world religion.
One world religion. One world government.
It says verse 42, and everyone should leave his laws, so all the heathen agree according to the commandment of the king.
So all the heathen agree. All the heathen, yeah, they all for this. They for that MOTV. Nah, that's a good idea. Go ahead.
It says, yea, many also of the Israelites.
Many also of the Israelites. So you're going to have niggas that's going to take this ship. This is the thing you got to count the cost. They did it back then. They consented back then. They going to consent now. See? You want to have niggas consenting now. That's why brothers got the Lord reserved 7,000 men. Go ahead.
It says, yea, many also of the Israelites consented to his religion and sacrificed unto idols and profaned the Sabbath.
Yep.
Book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 16, and verse 68. For behold, the burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled over you, and they shall take away certain of you and feed you, being idle, with things offered unto idols.
Yeah, take away certain of us. They want to have us idle. We're going to be in straits. And they want to offer us things offered unto idols. Which is that chip. They going to, we may be in a strait, bro. You know? We may be in a strait. You look at our forefathers, they was put into straits. One of my favorite stories, if not my favorite, the three holy children, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. They was put into a strait, and they was offered unto an idol. They was told to bow to that image. Okay? And they was faced with death, man. But in the face of death, what did they do? They chose to serve YAHAWAH from outside, and they were delivered. See? So we will be put in certain situations. It's not for our destruction, but it's for the Lord to deliver us, man.
Right? You had a prime example like James and Bill and Jackson.
That's the Lion thing.
He was in that when he was in there and he, did his thing and showing the proof that he was supposed to do YAHAWASHI outside.
And there's one living God.
There's only one living God. That's why it's power, man. And what happened was doing delivering him out of that situation.
And they that consent unto them,
See, they that consent, which the vast majority of the earth is going to consent. They're going to bow to me. They're going to submit to this NWO. They're going to give in. They're going to submit, bro. Just like they did back in the 90s. Niggas seen the 7 children being cut up. I'll eat the pork. You know?
Give me some hot sauce.
Shit, I can hear a nigga now. Fuck that shit. Where pork at? Niggas gonna give in, bro, when they see niggas getting beheaded.
niggas say he loves Satan for $1,000. And that's like $100 now.
Right, no torture. And didn't even get it.
Oh, and didn't even get it.
Didn't even get it.
And that's what these numbers gonna do. They gonna make you shit to the school on TV. You ain't even gonna get part yourself. You gonna get cancer sores, man.
Throw it out for cover. Hey, bro.
And you gonna catch the fire from the wrath of the Lord. Right. You're double losing. They that consent unto them shall be had in derision and in reproach and trodden underfoot.
Trodden underfoot. See, that's what the mass majority, they gonna be caught up in that snare, man. But the Lord, somebody grab Revelation 3 and 10. The Lord gonna keep us from the hour of temptation. But before we get that, who got the bow to knee? Go ahead, man.
This is Romans 11 and verse 4. But what saith the answer of the Most High unto him? I have reserved to myself 7,000 men who have not bowed the knee to the image of Baal.
Who have not bowed the knee to the image of Baal. Who is not going to bow the knee to this new world order, man. Who's not going to bow the knee to the image of the beast because the Lord put it in their spirit not to submit. The Lord put it in their spirit to stand for righteousness. Okay? Go ahead. Yeah.
It says, even so then at this present time, also there is a remnant according to the election of grace.
There is a remnant according to the election of grace. So there is a remnant. So who got that Isaiah? Huh? There is a remnant that's not going to be caught up in that snare taking the enmity. Man. There is an election according to grace. Go ahead.
It says, and if by grace, then is it no more of works. Otherwise, grace is no more grace.
Right.
But if it be of works, then it is no more grace. Otherwise, work is no more work.
Yeah. So through grace, so we say this is all grace. And through this grace period, we hoping to be saved. We laboring, serving the Lord to the best of our ability, in hopes that when that hour comes, when that hour temptation comes, the Lord keep us. You know, Lord, hey, we can be able to confidently remind the Lord, Lord, look, you said if I serve you and I endure, you will go keep me from this time. That's what we got to fall back on. But see, niggas don't got that. Niggas don't got that to fall back on because you ain't been serving the Lord. You been serving yourself. You want to be rich. You want to get rich. You want to be a streamer. You want to be on fucking Pops and that. Could have been records.
Yeah, and that nigga Alazar, of the Sakari, he took his hand off the plow to be a streamer, man. This nigga streaming with niggas.
Streaming. He on no jumping. You know, so he not going to be kept in that time. That was it.
It says, what then? Israel do not attain that which he seeketh for, but the election have obtained it.
But the election have obtained it.
And the rest were blinded.
And the rest were blinded. Man, the rest of people gonna be blinded, bro. They blinded. They ain't gonna be able to see. They not gonna have the vision. They not gonna have the hope to see past this horrible time we coming into. But we gonna have the stability and the hope, like we brought out earlier, to see through that dark and troublesome time, man. The Lord gonna intervene on our behalf. But okay, the Lord already intervening on our behalf right now. That's why we got this truth. All we gotta do is keep it. All we gotta do is endure. Do you believe? Go ahead. Without the thing. So you gotta believe.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 10, verse 20. And it shall come to pass in that day that the remnant of Israel and such as are escaped of the house of Jacob shall no more again stay upon him that smote them,
Right.
but shall stay upon the Lord, YAHAWASHI, the Holy One of Israel in truth.
The Holy One of Israel in truth. See? Bro, we gonna be able to stay upon the Lord in truth, bro. I had dreams, I know brothers had dreams of the Lord intervening for them. Of the Lord confirming our faith. I had a dream, brothers in a whole storehouse, eating, AC, you know, drinking beers. Hey, calling about some outside.
Hey, and then the brother Quam, he had a dream similar like that too.
Yeah.
Same kind of dreams. All of us was in the same, warehouse or storehouse or whatever.
Good, taken care of. Somebody grabbed the English out MBD. Go ahead. I was on the spot, got all the new stuff. The good food, right? The good food.
Verse 21, the remnant shall return, even the remnant of Jacob, unto the mighty power.
Yep. So, hey, I was just thinking that, Sprouts. Or you would think, oh, how you going to be in a warehouse with AC and food when the grid is off? Bro, you ever seen that X-Men movie? Will I Am? The one when he had his brother, they were fighting for X-Men Origins. But you had one X-Men that had the power. He had the power over the energy. He could turn a light bulb on with his mind. Yeah. So So the Lord can give a brother a power,
bro.
The Lord can give a brother power of energy. The warehouse on
Electricity.
Yeah, electricity.
Like what's his name? The damn Amazon, the damn Netflix character. Black Lightning.
Black Lightning, yeah.
Black Lightning, he has power over electricity. So a lot to give. He's a powerhouse.
He's a powerhouse. He's a generator.
One of Spider-Man. Jamie Foxx.
Hey, bro. Say you're the children of light. Yeah.
Right.
You can't be in the darkness. Right. The Lord said,
children of Israel have light in their dwellings. It happened in ancient Egypt when the lights went out, and it was like, pitch black, dark, like it was darkness that had a spirit in it. So the Lord gonna give us light in our dwellings, though, man. You might be in an abandoned mansion, and that motherfucker like nothing happened, like the light's still going. Come on for that movie, Zombieland. That movie Zombieland. It was like a zombie apocalypse, but they was in a big ass mansion. They was in what's his name?
Robert Williams mansion.
Was it Robert Williams?
It was Robert Williams. Yep. Remember,
I thought it was oh, that's not Robert Williams though.
That is Robert Williams.
No, that's
that's Bill Murray.
Bill Murray.
Bill Murray. You're right.
It's Bill fucking Murray. Oh, these celebrities. Your Bible says the first should be last and the last should be first. These particular celebrities and actors and shit, they gonna be the day. Well, Bill Murray was alive. Nigga was a zombie
They
though.
killed him on accident because he was a zombie.
Yeah.
He had to handle himself.
Yeah. So we gonna be good, bro. You might be in a mansion. These, huh? and these niggas be having damn bunkers and food stored up and stuff, man.
Hey, what's that one movie, Leave the World Behind? It's the spirit. Because
Rick Ross got a bunker down here in Tampa.
Yeah. She was talking about that movie called, she was talking about a TV show called Friends. And she went into that bunker. And what's the theme song for Friends? I'll be there for you. I'll be there for you.
I don't know what tempo you was ringing. That was not how it goes.
That's what the tempo was.
I'll be there for you. And the Lord gonna be there for us, man.
Lord said, I call you friends. Yeah. Friends be there for each other. Scripture say, no greater love than not to man than this, that he lay down his life for his friends. The Lord call us friends. He already laid down his life for us once. Okay, you think he will deliver us in a time of tribulation and great tribulation?
Revelation 14.
Verse 28. The heathen shall envy. Verse 26. It says, as for the servants whom I have given thee, there shall not one of them perish.
Yeah, the Lord ain't going to have us out here and leave us out here hiding in rock, bro. The Lord not going to forsake us. The Lord not going to abandon or break our hearts. No, we ain't going to trust in the Lord. That's the rock too. So that when you trust in him and what's about it, you trust in the Lord and the Lord lets you down. The Lord not going to let us down, bro.
It says, as for the servants whom I have given thee, there shall not one of them perish.
Not one brother is going to perish.
For I will require them from among thy number.
Right, he's going to require his elect. He's going to require his elect. The Lord says some of you not going to taste death. So for a brother not to taste death, that means the Lord's going to be literally, go here, go there, go right, go left, sit here, get up, go there. Bro, that's how it's going to be, bro.
And it happened with the movie The Book of Eli. Yeah. Remember how they had him in that room, and then they was coming for his ass to come in there and try to kill him, but the spirit already had him up and out of there. And he was up out of there ready to go. He said, hurry up, hurry up. The spirit already told him, hey, bro, on the way here. On the way here, bro. Testimony. We leave the crib. Brother, come pick me up. We leave the crib. We leave driving down the road. Spirit telling me, hey, turn around. Turn around. Because I had like, the little fucking, the little hot comb or whatever. I had left that shit on. And it was like a plastic bag right on top of it. But it's supposed to cut off on its own. But I don't know if it's been doing it lately. So the spirit was like, hey, turn around. The spirit literally told me to turn, hey, bro, turn around. Let's go back. I went back because I had a feeling. It was like a deep feeling. I knew something wasn't right. So through the spirit, we turned around, went back, and I went back to the house, and it was literally a plastic bag on top of the hot cone, and then the bag was getting hot. Like the bag was hot. So if that shit didn't cut off, and we was out here for the next 2, 3, 4, 5 hours, I would have came home to the house on fire. You know what I'm saying? But the spirit literally told me to turn. I was convicted in my spirit. Turn around, turn around. And my flesh was like, nah, you good, you good. Now it's gonna cut off. And the spirit was like, nah, turn around. What I do? I listen to the spirit. And that got me out of a lot of trouble because I would have came back and my house would have been on fire, bro.
Yeah. That's how you know you get the angels around you.
Exactly. Watching, protecting you. Yeah, hell yeah.
Hey, what you doing? Come back around.
Yeah, turn back around. You got okay, go back. I'm thinking I'm tripping. And I said, if I go here though, and I see, I'm thinking this shit might have been just on the countertop, nothing around it. It was a little plastic bag on top of it. So a little longer, that shit would have caught fire. Then I got all my cologne up there and shit. Shit would have exploded. Yeah. House would have been on fire, bro. So the Lord, he intervenes like that. He works for us in our mind. He'll show you, you know, in the spirit, like, nah, do this, do that. Nah, don't do this, don't do that. Go back here, go back there. Watch out for this, watch out for that. And that right there is going to amplify in the time we're coming into.
That's right, bro. Me and the brother was driving. Me and the brother was driving, and he was making a turn, and his car was like flying. And my flesh, it was like jump like, oh shit, hey brother. But then I caught myself literally in the middle of my flesh reacted, but my spirit snapped it back into gear. Son-in-law was like, oh, it was the brother you called. I was like, oh shit, I snapped and oh, trust the Lord. Bro, that was one of the most serious moments I acknowledged.
That's how it's gonna be in that day, bro.
Yeah. But yo, that was heavy though. Oh yeah. It says verse 27, it says, be not worried. For when the Lord, it says, for when the day of trouble and heaviness comes,
Don't be
Weary.
bro.
Weary.
Come on, bro. The Lord been showing us our
Weary.
whole walk. He's going to deliver us, bro.
weary.
Weary.
Weary. See? The Lord been showing us our whole walk. He's going to come through for us, bro. Come on, bro. You think he ain't going to come through us when it really, really matters? It's little shit the Lord showing us. That should be coming.
Right.
It should be a little.
Right, hell yeah.
It should be like, give me the little things.
Something as simple as that increased my faith.
Right.
Because you know the Lord is with you. The Lord is in your mind. He tell you, hey, bro. And you know that feeling. Go back, bro. Go back. Oh man, you know what I'm saying? What I do? Go back, man. You go back, and when you see this shit, like, damn, wait, I really had to come back. The Spirit made me come back, because if not, some shit would have happened.
Man's heart divided his ways.
Weary, for when the day of trouble and heaviness cometh.
If that day coming, it's going to be a day of calamity. Oh, but in that day, it's going to be like, bro, I'm expecting a miracle at that point. Shit. In that day, you got to be expecting a miracle. If you ain't expecting a miracle, it's like what you expecting. See? Yeah.
Says, others shall weep and be sorrowful, but thou shalt be merry and have abundance.
Well, so we're going to have abundance in that day, man. We're going to be taken care of. We don't know how the Lord going to come through, but he's going to come through. He may use a brother to come through. Like, bro, the Lord may give a brother a power. Shit, brother's hard. Gathering brothers. Hey, brothers. Hey, the Lord used Habakkuk to teleport to Daniel to bring him food. Like,
There was one brother that had a dream that he was in a U-Haul truck.
I was just going to say that, bro.
And the Spirit was having him go around and pick up other brothers and stuff, take them to safety.
Take to a bunker.
He said that the UPS truck was like protected, so it was like nobody could like fuck with him when it was driving. It was like the Spirit was on the UPS truck.
Another brother had a similar thing. He was driving around the van, taking brothers to a bunker. He's like, bro, you gonna come with them, man? They can't catch me up. Start driving around. Like, bro, it's gonna be off, bro. Expect miracles, bro. The Lord gonna keep the elect, bro.
Like limited build in that U-Haul truck.
Yeah, that bitch is not going on here.
It's not going on here at all. The Lord put a invisibility cloak on you, man. Like, you can't be seen. You can move into the midst of the people and still keep you seen by it, man. Right? And it was a council. This was done before.
I wish I did that.
Yep. You gonna walk right through their ass. They shot the stone. You walk right through their ass, man. Okay, so this is all
That's power, bro.
God's spiritual power.
Yeah.
Verse 28.
Divine intervention. Expect miracles. Expect the Lord to deal, tap in more. The Lord gonna show us more and more, bro. It's only going up. It's only going to elevate.
Verse 28. It says, the heathen shall envy thee, but they shall be able to do nothing against thee. Saith the Lord YAHAWASHI my son. Verse 29. My hand shall cover thee, so that my children shall not see hell.
Yeah, the Lord said his hands are going to cover you. Thy children shall not be held.
Shall not see hell.
Shall not see hell.
Which means to die. It's not talking about the spiritual, it's not talking about a literal place, hell. Hell is a condition or the grave. These children are not going to die. Because when this time comes, a lot of children are going to die, bro. Children are going to be the easiest ones, the first ones to go. The children, the elderly and the children. They're going to be the first ones to go, but our children are going to be alive. When everybody else, what happened with Pharaoh? In Egypt, all the firstborn sons died. Brothers up here got sons, brother. The Lord going to make our sons survive. Because that plague going to come again through America, and our sons are going to live.
Yeah. And we put in the chat, that one priest for brothers with children.
Yeah, I'm looking at it.
We was going to how like the Lord ain't going to say something.
Your house?
Yeah. Scripture. Yep. I'm doing that?
Yeah, that was good.
This is the book of 2 Corinthians 2 verse 11. Let Satan should get in advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. And we ignorant of Satan's devices. Now, Satan, the word Satan goes into adversary. So who's the adversary? Who's the main antagonist? Esau, Edom. Okay? So we ain't ignorant of his devices. The devices goes into schemes or plans. What the devil's planning up. The plots. That's right. Okay? So what's going on is this devil's got things coming for this society that you can't be ignorant of. And if you're ignorant of it, you're going to fall for the trap, right? All right? I based these scriptures off of this video I saw. Brother Martin did a lesson on it. They had a holographic panther running through the football stadium, man. Okay, and look real. It looked like you can touch it. It looked like it could come something to do something to you. Okay? And they're gonna be able to do this and more.
That goes into sorcery, bro.
Yep.
They made a magical beast appear, which is what when you watch that movie, what happened?
I was saying Project Bluebeam.
Project Bluebeam, yeah. But when you watch that movie, King Arthur. In the beginning where they had the elephants and you had those magi that was inside of it making that damn. Yeah, the sorcerers. They was doing witchcraft, bro, to make them big ass elephants come there and destroy everything. That's all Esau doing. It's witchcraft and sorcery, standing on the enchantments.
Yeah.
You know?
That's the Ephesians chapter 6.
Because he can make you see some shit that's not there. You know? And then the shit jumped up there and it grabbed the damn flag. You know? Esau got this technology, man.
Yeah, that's right. So bring us on the book.
I got it.
Revelation chapter 13 and verse 14. He says, and deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles.
By the means of those miracles. Okay? Which the miracles, when you consider miracles, who was going around talking about the miracles? YAHAWASHI Mashiach. And YAHAWASHI was on the earth. He did do miracles, man. What were these miracles? He caused the lame to walk, the deaf to speak, all right? The deaf to hear, Salaki. Okay? He caused the blind to see. These are miracles. All right? But this devil's saying he can do that with this seed, man. Okay? The MOTV. He's going to be able to do these type of miracles as long as he inserts himself inside of you.
It says, and deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast.
Okay, and this MOTV is going to make you more susceptible to his deceptions. All right? All these people went and got yabbed up. That made you more susceptible. And now this MOTV is going to top it all off, man. It's going to be the icing on the cake. It's going to be easily believed. It's going to be very gullible to the devil. He's going to rely and depend upon his system. Okay, that's what you want him to do. Now he got you in his grasp.
It says, saying to them that dwell on the earth, that they should make an image to the beast which had the wound by his sword and did live.
So what? You might be wounded by the sword and did live, man. Rome. Okay? This is Rome. America is Rome revived. And they're bringing back their ways. They're bringing their ways back to life. Okay? And you see this, the things being done through AI, how AI has been regulated. You see the big beautiful bill. Okay? You see these government pass over 100 decrees on its
first day in office, man. All right, what does that sound like to you? This devil's about to make it happen. We believe Trump will come with it, man. So you gotta be on your watchtower. You gotta be on your P's and Q's because things are very deceptive. Things are about to happen.
They don't have time to be going for it.
That's right. They're running out of time. Like Revelation 12.
No, not that.
This is Ecclesiastes 12 and verse 10. Never trust thy enemies.
Never trust your enemy. You gotta be careful what you're watching on the news too. Be careful what you're looking up in the media. Brothers, be careful what you're doing lessons on because a lot of these things may be propaganda. A lot of news may be watered down or diluted. Fake news, like Trump said. They make fake news about him.
Yeah, you got AI, fucking deepfakes.
Yep. Yep. We're in a very deceptive time, and this devil, he's utilizing his weapons, his blessings, which is the sword and deception, man. Okay? And now his deception, now you see his deception is wearing off because these other nations are exposing him. What is he resorting to? The sword. Like we brought out earlier, this devil done got 2 nuclear submarines pulled up over there in Russia, man. Okay? So things are about to get very technical.
For like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness.
And you 2 dirt niggas, you got a history of trusting this devil, man. Time and time again, we've been in captivity to this devil. You trusted him instead of trusting in your power, YAHWASHI. What the scripture say, woe be to them that go down to Egypt for help. If you keep going to these devils, eventually they're going to hurt you, man. You're going to be permanently damaged to where you can't return. And we just had that happen in 2020. All right? People are still suffering from the They said, be injured. They said now, this is a record-breaking time to where how do you say it? For the woman that's not having children, they can't have children. The birth rate, the birth rate has dropped down to the lowest that it's ever been. This is record-breaking in America, man. Okay? And how do they've been they've been sterilized, and this is what they've been seeking to do. And now you see these videos popping up of what Bill Gates was talking about a few years ago. If we do a very good job with the yabs, we can bring the population down.
Yo.
That flew over everybody's heads.
Real.
But now it's starting to make sense. Because now that birth rate has dropped to the lowest point it's ever been here in America, man.
They use these celebrity women to push that agenda to not having kids.
Right.
Be a hot girl. You slut.
Yep. Hey, they said there's nothing wrong with population. They actually said if all the world was gathered, there's so much land in the world, and if all the people in the world were gathered together, they could fit them in one of the states in America.
There's no such thing as overpopulation. But the Lord said be fruitful and multiply.
That's a deception.
Right, that's deception. But in the Lord has a perfect filtering system.
Right.
The spirit comes in, the spirit goes out.
Global warming is a deception.
Yeah.
The Lord created the sun, and the sun was created to do service to the earth. So how can the earth get too hot? These things are created in balance on purpose.
Yeah.
They're lying, bro. So they got all these fear tactics they put inside of your head to force you to do what? Rely on them. So that when this comes out, there's no guarantee you're gonna take it. Hey, you're gonna take it without a doubt, man. You gonna run to these niggas to get that secret.
And that's why they push a doctrine that's about not believing in God. Because really the Lord made the earth self-sufficient. The earth can maintain itself. You know, but Esau said there is no God, and you just, we was all just dust.
Trusting that science.
You know, and we got to stop the sun from getting too hot.
The
ice cap is melting.
Yeah, the sun was hit before you was even born, and all of a sudden you.
Right. Ice caps melting. Florida may be underwater soon. The Lord say He divided the water from the sand. So.
And the water don't take over the land.
Right. Exactly. So these devils are lying. If you just do a little reading and research, you're gonna find this out for yourself because these people are so dependent upon the system and lazy and ignorant, they fall for all the traps. So it's very simple and easy to be protected by YAHWASHI if you really just sought them out. But these niggas don't want to seek them out. They say, speak unto us lies, prophesy deceits. Therefore, you are deceived in a very deceptive time.
Hey, bro, and that's why they love it here in America so much because they don't have to do things like look into stuff or do research. They don't have to do that anymore. Now it's just at the palm of their hand if they want to. Now they can just sit back and relax, chill. They don't really have to worry about doing all the research and the goddamn toys in the box, so to speak, to play with for them to be distracted. To not do those things like we can do.
Yeah, and then when they do kind of research at the palm of their hand, it's giving them, they ain't giving them a direct answer what the truth will be. Yeah. It's giving them all these different paths that they can choose to take and believe in. All right? You're entitled to your own opinion. You're entitled to your own beliefs. Supposedly. That was the guy.
This is Revelations 12 and 12, right?
Yeah.
This is Revelation chapter 12, verse 12. It reads, "Therefore rejoice in heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe and destruction to the inhabitants of the earth."
And ye that dwell in the heavens. How do we dwell in the heavens? By thinking heavenly. The scriptures say our conversation is in heaven. Our minds are on the heavens. Our minds are on the prophecies. Our minds are constantly meditating on Yahawashim Yahushua. Now the day goes by where the name of the Lord Yahawashim Yahushua does not come out of our mouths. Okay? But you niggas have been getting away with it for far too long. Now it's come time to pay up. And you're going to be on the other side of that judgment, man. You don't want to be on the opposing side of the Creator, who's created all things for His pleasure, even your own destruction.
It says, "Woe is in the destruction to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath."
So this devil coming down into you, that's mind, is dwelling in this world. That's why Micah 2 and 10 said, "Rise ye in the park." The guy, you got that Bible? Because what? Your mind is so fixated upon this world, and so thick upon worldly affairs, you can't receive the instructions of the Lord Yahawashim Yahushua. You can't receive the gospel. You can't receive the truth. Somebody grab Second Thessalonians, because then you see not brother.
It says, "Because he knoweth that he hath but a short time."
Because he knows that he has, so this devil knows his time is running out. That's why he's making all these hasty decisions. Now he's got nuclear missiles over there on the border of Russia and submarines. They ready to go. And he said it's just a precaution. But these devils are on edge. They in the office running around like chickens with their head cut off. Because of all these things that are rising up. The dollar's crashing. Famine is on the rise. Pestilence on the rise. Okay? These other nations are rising up. Their technology is far succeeding America's technology, especially China's. Yeah. That's why this devil has made it part of his plan to regulate AI. Which I just did a lesson on the other day. AI is going to be regulating YouTube age verification process. Now they're going to require you to ID yourself. Okay? My job just regulated AI. That changed the whole way I got to work. Now my boss is AI.
Dang.
So if you ain't seeing what's going on, you ain't watching, man. You ain't on your watch towers.
You is autistic.
That's right. It's right in your face what these devils are doing. He's establishing his NWO in your face. He just ain't announced it yet, man.
Yeah, and he's trying to do it as fast as he can before it just becomes obvious to the eye.
Well, what they say, we're in a race against China.
Yeah, exactly. In a race against China, but China already got you beat by like how many races?
Right. China already won.
Yeah.
Got it.
It says, bringing that back actually, it says,
Hey, and you see China's system, they have a social credit system, man. Where if you fucking jaywalk wrong, you ain't gonna be able to, to get food for the next week. Social credit system, your credit system is based off of your social interactions. You cut somebody out, all that shit everything is being reported. You got cameras everywhere and everything is being recorded. And if you behave in the slightest way of bad, they showed you that on the movie on that show Black Mirror too. She was arguing with the lady at the desk for the airplane ticket, and her credit score was going down, and she couldn't even get a ride home after that. So when America's in a race against China, meaning they gonna move to do all that and then some even faster.
Right. That's right. And it means too, whether you like it or not. It's gonna be death and bloodshed over these new ways. Because you got people questioning. There was an article not too long ago talking about the religious leaders questioning whether AI is going to interfere with human values, okay, and their morals and ethics. All right, because they're moving so fast, it's hard to hard to understand whether or not they still won't have their rights as people. With AI coming in now.
Yeah, you had over there. I had a co-worker about 4 to 5 years ago who actually had that And he was just, that's how I led into those things, because we were just talking about certain things, and he was talking about how they got it like that. Where if you was to jaywalk
In Japan?
yeah, and you was to do something wrong, that they will pretty much, you know, strike you for that. They'll hit you, and they'll take away whatever they're gonna take away. And he was telling me about it and how he was born and how he got born, and then he got to a point where they put that thing in him. So I was like, when I seen it, I was like, yo, that's crazy. What we going into?
Yeah.
It's reality, man.
Right.
And over there in Japan, they already in advance.
When they got that in China, like the brother was saying, the social credit system, their cameras, they have cameras regulated by AI over there in China, man. Okay, so when the cameras see you, they can identify you and pull up your record immediately.
Facial recognition.
Facial recognition. Hey, I had a vision of that, bro. A couple of years ago. A couple of years back, I had a vision that I was in the outskirts of the city, and I was with a few brothers. And a female cop was coming through, patrolling the outskirts of the city, and we ambushed her and captured her. And we said, we need you to take us into the city so we can get one of our brothers back. Because they took one of our brothers in and arrested him, man. Okay? And she let us in the car. All right? She ended up siding with us because we taught the truth to her. She sided with us. She said, damn, we got this, what they're doing, I don't agree with it. She took us through the city. And when she took us through the city, as I observed the city, every building was riddled with cameras. And when you got in there, she was telling us how hard it is to get in and out of the city. She said, you're not going to make it if you go into the city without being accepted by the system. When we got into the city, immediately the cameras identified us as not a part of their system. Immediately drones were sent. Officers were sent on foot. We had to run, we had to escape. And because the female officer agreed with us so much, she got put to death trying to fight for us. But we got away. We ended up getting to the brother and breaking him out. I don't remember exiting the city. I woke up after meeting the brother. But the whole point was the city was riddled with AI cameras. Cameras regulated by AI that identified you to see if you were accepted by the system. What kind of person were you?
Yep. And the difference is now is that right now you got people that you got cameras now, but somebody got to wash the cameras. Somebody got to sit there and watch the camera. They got to go take a piss break. They got to blank. You know, they got to, you know, they got to take a phone call. So they might not be always watching the cameras, but if you got AI watching that motherfucker, the AI is going to watch everything, and if it peeps one thing, it's going to notify the person who's supposed to be watching the cameras. So that means that there is no escaping that, man.
You watched that one movie with Shia LaBeouf?
Yeah, Eagle Eye.
Eagle Eye, yeah. It's showing, bro, these aren't just movies, okay? This is reality.
Or with Ed Snowden.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Snowden,
Yeah, he was working with the CIA and he exposed them about how they got an eagle eye around us. Hey, it's a new movie out, bro. I gotta bring it out. I fell asleep on it, but I gotta watch it again. It's a new movie out and it's kind of cringy and corny because it's an alien movie. I wish they would have just stepped with the first concept. Yeah, well, Ice Cube, War of the World. Yeah, I started watching that shit, bro, and he was like working for the CIA, and he was like they were showing you in the movie how they can watch your ass anywhere in the world at any time, all the time. Because he was a CIA agent and he was watching his daughter through, you know, the cameras and shit, you know? So they can tap into these cameras. They can be watching you and identify you anywhere you at. You know, hack into your phone and your whatever. That shit is real. And they showed you that in the movie with Ice Cube. They had Ice Cube playing the main character and they were showing you through his character all the shit he can do as a CIA agent. You think they just making anything that's just entertainment?
That's what that whole 911 thing was about.
More control.
So that they can interfere in the privacy of you Americans.
I just saw an article came out, or maybe it was a video brother did. He was saying how now AI can, you know, persecute you for a crime that you ain't even do yet. Like off of what's that movie called? With Tom Hanks. Not Tom Hanks, goddammit. Tom Cruise. Right. Tom Cruise. Nah. What was he? They had the come on, y'all know Minority Report. Y'all don't know that Adam Sandler movie? Y'all gotta get shit together, man. Minority Report, look it up, watch the movie. That's what they about to do. They about to have it where if you even think about committing a crime, they gonna come kicking your door, beat your ass and lock you up before you even commit the crime.
Hey, you had also too the sheriff Chad Chronister, he was showing how if someone goes on a police chase or someone gets kidnapped, how the city of Florida, they have cameras everywhere. It was kind of like that Fast and the Furious all-seeing eye thing. and it was literally big old flat screens with like 100 cameras on each, and they have them. And if brothers ain't been noticing on the highways too, they're adding more cameras. Like every other pole is not a light pole; it's a camera.
And another thing too to show you, they be doing that. They showed you that in that movie with the Simpsons, man. And they had a scene where they were showing you how they got like everybody on the cameras, man. Like they got everybody on the cameras. They have people on the phone calls. They just listen.
That's one.
They all listening in. They dialing in on you. Which shows you that Esau ain't got all these hundreds of satellites, stored up there for no reason, man.
Right.
Because he's using that to his advantage.
When that goes to the scripture, I will ascend above the heavens, I will be like the Most High. All right, because the Lord said, what? My eyes are in every place, beholding the good and the evil. This devil wants to put his eye in every place. He wants to see everything. He wants total control, and eventually he's trying to put his eye inside of you. Okay? You had that.
Yeah. This is the book. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 47, and verse 12. It says, "Stand not with thine enchantments, and with the multitude of thy sorceries, wherein thou hast labored from thy youth. If so be thou shalt be able to profit."
From thy youth. From their youth, they've been into sorcery and all this shit. Hey, Revelation tell you nations were mad, okay, because by the sorceries of Babylon, they were deceived. Okay? So
Yeah, and when Esau realized that the Most High wasn't messing with him, he went to Satan. He got his power from the left-hand side.
right.
So you was always dealing with these sorceries and being a damn warlock, man. That's why they was pushing, Harry Potter when we was growing up and shit. Esau always been into that sorcery, bro.
They wanted that spiritual power that King Jake had.
Yep. And they went to the left-hand side to get it.
A brother said it. He said AI is nothing more than a smart Ouija board.
Right.
Artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence means demon. Artificial means man-made. I mean, he really just normalizing going to spirits. There's a spirit on that AI shit, bro.
Exactly. That's why this place is good.
It's the wicked of the West.
Yeah.
Literally.
And you have a lot of these women that's obsessed with ChatGPT. And then there's one girl, like, no matter what happens in life, she goes and she always says, "Oh, let me ask ChatGPT. Let me ask this. Let me ask that." And when you bring up a point to her in person to show facts, she asks ChatGPT, and if it doesn't agree, she doesn't agree with it. It's like that. That's her God. That's her ruler.
Yeah, because that's gonna be the thing too. When now you got Siri and shit. People gonna have this implanted inside their body, like off of an upgrade, and the shit was talking to them. So it's gonna be like Siri inside your damn body, Siri inside your head. You ain't gonna be able to talk. All you gotta do is think, and it's gonna answer the question you're on your mind. So instead of your conscience being between you and the Most High, now it's between you and this technology.
When you want control, it's gonna be asking if you want control over your own body again.
That's why they got stuff like when it comes to Facebook, they got Meta, and they got these what they call it, VR, something like that. The technology they advances with virtual reality, where you starting to tap into that pretty much slumber. All right, because they gonna want you to be in a state of mind when all these things come off. They gonna have it already normalized, man. Where you can just tap into that kind of universe of digitalness, man.
Ready Player One.
Yeah, well, exactly. That's a good movie. Everything's just digital. And you just embrace it. Oh, this is digital. That's digital. It's digital. You know?
You get all your dopamine from that virtual reality.
Exactly.
You go there, it's like a drug. You go in there, I can be wherever I want to be in this world, but in the real world, I ain't shit. I got nothing.
Well, you already using the technology within those games. You see? Yeah. They already giving you that kind of satisfaction to the within that virtual reality.
Klaus Schwab said you will have nothing and be happy. What do you mean by that? He said you will eat the bugs. What do you mean by that? All right, and if you didn't know, a lot of these protein shakes are made from bugs, made from locusts, man. Locust bean gum. Okay, that protein is coming from bugs. Okay, so they're gonna get you fixated on a protein-dense diet full of bugs.
I was reading.
That was it.
It says, "Wherein thou hast labored from thy youth, if so be thou shalt be able to profit, if so be thou mayest prevail."
Yeah, so let your stargazers and sorcerers deliver you. Let's see how far they get you. goes on to say that?
Yeah.
Okay.
It says, "Thou art wearied in the multitude of thy counsels. Let now the
They counsel every day, bro. You think they're not counseling every day as much as brothers in the truth, as much as we counsel? These devils counseling twice as much, man. They're trying to keep their kingdom. If you knew that your kingdom was leaving, how hard would you be counseling?
Hey, Will Smith said that in the movie I Am Legend. He said the people that are fighting to make the world, people that are striving to make this world more evil aren't taking the day off, so watch it out. He said in that movie.
And that's why we don't take no days off.
That's right. Give them no rest.
These motherfuckers going hard for their NWO.
Yeah,
They
can they can feel that throne slipping from their hands. But their time is up. There's nothing to do about it. They're not, the Lord say what? They're not going to extend past a minute in their rulership, man. Okay? Job 4:5, they've been given the bounds that they cannot pass.
It says, "Let now the astrologers, the stargazers, the monthly prognosticators, Salakia, stand up and save thee from these things that shall come upon thee."
Let them save you, because they, like brother said, they sought to Satan. They sought after Satan because they couldn't get the Lord Yahawashi on side. They didn't have the Lord Yahawashi on side, so they sought after Satan, man. They want to manipulate the elements. They want to manipulate spiritual power. Okay? They can't. That's just the bottom line of it. So let's see if these carnal miracles that you can do can deliver from the spiritual, which created these things.
This is Micah 2:10. Arise ye and depart. For this is not your rest, because it is polluted. It shall destroy you, even with a sword destruction.
So the scriptures have instructed us to arise and depart from this place. If you got your mind in this world thinking about what you're going to do tomorrow, let's forget about it. Okay? Because all hell can break loose tomorrow. And you won't be right with the Lord. How much you will shine? When all hell does break loose, it's going to be too late. Any minute. So, hey, every other hour we get new news articles of them progressing towards war. Okay? Of this society progressing towards collapse. At any minute, these devils will kick the door down and say, this is what's going on now. Get right or die. Get right with our program or lay down and die. And that's the bottom line. Are you going to accept this devil's NWO, his New World Order? Or are you going to get right with the Lord? Which one are you going to stand for? Are you going to stand for the Lord, for righteousness, and what the Lord has set up for us? Or are you going to stand for wickedness and evil?
It says, if a man walking in the spirit and falsehood do lie, saying, I will prophesy unto thee of wine and strong drink, he shall even be the prophet of this people.
Yeah, and that's what these fake, these false prophets gonna rise up and tell you that you still in good times, telling you that you're in the kingdom already. Okay, don't believe them, man. They gonna tell you that they're the Messiah. Don't believe them. All right. You had King Ahab of Israel before time. He didn't like coming to the prophet Micah, I believe it was. He didn't like coming to the prophet Micah because what? He said this prophet always speaks bad of me. But he was always telling the truth. He was always telling what was really going to happen. So then when he sought after his hundreds of prophets, they all told him, hey, if you go to war, you're going to win. But Micah told him, you're going to die in that war. He didn't believe it. Micah told him the truth. Right? So what we're telling you is the truth. Though it hurts, though it sounds like it's going to be grievous, it's the truth.
Yeah, they want to prophesy to certain smooth things. When we sound like a broken record, we say the same thing every week. But it's because the Lord wants us to. See?
Well, actually, it sounds like a broken record to them.
Yeah.
But really, this is how the record being played.
To us, it's refreshing.
On repeat. You see?
That's when we're not good.
That song, you know, you heard a song so good, you gotta play it back, the back, and the back, and the back, because the more you know us, the more you hear the song, you start to tune into the song. You start hearing the words, the melodies, the background. You see, and that's how it is for us brothers, man. Through the spirit power by Shema outside, we able to hear all those, things that are in sync when it comes to this song. through the spirit praying about YAHWAH. That's why you can never get tired of it. That's why it's never ending. You see? Because of that song that's being constantly sang, okay, amongst the Lord's men. Okay? Through the spirit praying about YAHWAH.
Yeah, Isaiah 4 coming to play. So yeah, the woman coming with all the hair covered. They looking at queens, man.
Yeah.
Think they coming up to see what we're talking about? No, it's just a bunch of men up here. Women are survivalists. They seeking for somebody to protect them, man. All right, Isaiah 4:1 is living. It's coming alive. If you watch these videos, TikTok and shit, these women talking about cleaning a lot of men now. All right, they ain't no more talking about independence and oh this and that. I'm Mrs. Bad, the queen. Nah, man, they ain't never gonna see no more. Society is collapsing. Inflation is rising. These women are looking to clean. They don't have standards anymore.
Yeah, because most of these bitches homeless.
Yep, exactly. Most of the bitches living out of their car. You got models living in their car, bro.
Still staying with their mama and shit.
Yep. They the real man.
And, and brothers going up.
Exactly.
Brothers got their own shit, got a vehicle. These bitches ain't got shit now, bro. You meet a woman, she ain't got nothing to her name.
That's
But to call you broke because you won't send her money.
Hey, especially the men of the Lord. You can't stress that the men of the Lord is glorifying his men. As society is collapsing, we've always remained in the same state, bro. We've always been taken care of. So as society is collapsing, these niggas scraping up their pennies to get a loaf of bread. We still in the same state we've been before the inflation, man. Going up. Right. I was talking about right, exactly. We did. I got to ask you send me the XRP out. I was seeing fucking every hour on down, and say XRP go down $4.50. Our stock going up fucking 10,000. Right. Because we invested in something that cannot die. We invested in immortality and eternity and YAHWASHI
and life.
And life, the water. You niggas invested in death, temporary things. You invested in pleasures of sin for a season.
Hey, that's the heavenly treasures, man.
Exactly.
Build up our treasures in the heaven.
Where moth and rust does not corrupt. And moth and rust is not corrupting your society.
That's right. And bro said, our stocks are going up, man, because they came and they started smiling and they all googly and stuff. They walking like,
man, couple. They already wanted to throw something. They just can't see us. And they like the way Jake look, man. You know, they felt the spirit.
And they was amazed.
We got old woman before we came camp staring at me and this brother. You know, so women, bro,
They see that light.
Yeah.
And these other heathen nations, their women, they see it more than our women do. Our women are so fucking stupid, they don't see it. But these other nations, their women see it. They know who's gonna be the next rulers.
Yeah.
You see the power translated from one people to another. A brother can grab Isaiah 32 verse 1 in the NLT.
That's why all they been over there look like dorks. And they came over here to look for real men.
Yeah. That's great. And they all came too. Not one, that two.
They all smiling.
They all smiling.
Hey, bro, we ain't
They peeking around the tree and shit.
around the corner.
They peeking behind each other's back.
Yeah.
Which one you? And they was choosing.
They was choosing.
They was choosing, man.
Hopefully that vibration is coming into brothers, man. All right, brothers looking strong, healthy. You know what I'm saying? You got scrawny. These heathens look scrawny, weak. And not only that, now their power is falling out of their hands. They're already scrawny and weak and frail, but now they're losing that power as well because their kingdom is starting to fail. All right? You know, with Esau, Edom. All right? So you got his woman coming, trying to go find Jake man now. All right? They're trying to go cleave on to Jake man. You know, you go around, all right, in downtown Tampa. You walk down there, you know, you go see all the little snow bunnies, man, just watching you, bro. All right, that's how it is, you know, in these different, you know, videos Jake come up with, all right, they just stepping on all the snow bunnies, bro. All right, well, the snow bunnies, shit, they stepping on us. Exactly. They want us now. We ain't got to chase them. It's going to get to a point where we're going to beat them off of us, bro. Right, for real. They flocking to me. They flocking. I got to you got it? Isaiah 32 and verse 1 in the NLT. Look, a righteous king is coming, and an honest princess will rule with him. So a righteous king is coming, man. YAHWASHI. All right, to rule, man. All right, to bring back righteousness, to bring back order, to set things back into its righteous order, man. All right, and that's why you know you got these women starting to get back in their order. All right, because that time is starting, the season's starting to change, man. That independent, all that is over with, man.
The world is changing.
Okay? The
world is changing, man. The Lord's going to put his man on top with him. All right? But, you know, the Lord's coming back, and then he's going to have his righteous princes ruling under him, which is brothers, man. The man of the Lord. That's coming out here every weekend, all right, to serve the Lord YAHAWASHI, giving up their time, their reasonable service, man. Okay? Go ahead.
It says, each one will be like a shelter from the wind and a refuge from the storm,
Exactly.
like streams of water in the desert, in the shadow of a great rock in a parched land.
Yeah. So each one of us is going to be like a refuge, man. All right? A river, a stream, all right, a river, a stream, all right, in the desert, man. All right? That's why these women are going to start cleaving unto brothers. That's why, you know, you're going to see people trying to follow after you. You're going to have to lead people to Jacob's trouble. All right? Because they're going to feel that spirit on you, man. All right? It's going to be radiating off of your spirit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. You know that spirit is being felt on brothers, man. All right? You can feel it now. All right? They can feel it now. We've been felt it. We've been seen it. All right? You see, brother, you just going, bro. Now you just got these regulars, you know, 2/3 chicks. All right? And heathen women as well. And even the heathens, they start to see it. They gonna have to acknowledge the power, man. All right? Esau trying so hard not to, though. Esau like, oh, bro. You know, but he feeling in his spirit. Feeling in his spirit. You see Jake out here preaching against his kingdom, prophesying the destruction of his kingdom. All right? So he know that time is coming, bro.
And you a young man too, like, bro, you a young lord, bro. Bro, you like, bro, the brothers be like 18, 19, 20, 21, 22.
Exactly.
He's like, damn, the Lord tapped into you.
Exactly. Hey, because ultimately the Lord, you know, the Lord says, I have chosen the foolish to confound the wise. All right, so the Lord has chosen the less of this earth to be the more in the next earth to come. All right, think about, you know, with King David, man. He was the youngest of all of his brothers. All right, so, and he was chosen to be the king. You know? Exactly.
Verse 3 says, then everyone who has eyes will be able to see the truth, and everyone who has ears will be able to hear it.
So they're going to be able to see the truth and they're going to be able to hear it. All right, that has the ears and the eyes, man. All right, because it's going to be undeniable at that point. You know, you see brothers out here calling upon the name of the Lord and flying. It's going to be undeniable at that point. You're going to see brothers out here, you know, just walking through Jacob's trouble like it's nothing. All right, like it's just a walk in the park. All right, with the spirit of a sound mind. All right, of courage on them. All right, and people are going to try to cleave unto brothers for that.
That's a mindset. All hell breaking loose, calamity, stress, mourning. So who you are, you rejoice, you got a smile on your face, you growing. Right? Everybody's looking like, who is he?
Hey, they don't even got to see it. It's when people, people trying to hit you up, because they gonna know it. And you know, he was telling me this, he's telling me that. So people that probably, you know, cut you off, or those of you back in the day, you know, they gonna try to hit you up and try to get answers, and try to follow after you and try to learn. Then, it's gonna be too late for them. All right? Because they're gonna know, damn, Jacob's right, bro. Your brothers are right. Okay? Go ahead.
I was going to say, even the hotheads will be full of sense and understanding.
Even the hotheads will be full of sense and understanding. They gonna understand it. They gonna know. Nervous. Look at the door, bro.
Hey, y'all get on their ass. What the fuck y'all scared for, man? These heathens.
It says, full of sense and understanding.
They trying to hear the truth too. Tell them what's the truth, man. Hey.
What we doing there is preaching that the so-called Black Latino Americans are the true people of the Lord Yahawashi. Yahawah being who they call God, and Yahawashi who they call Jesus Christ. Which are not the true names. In Hebrew, that's their real name. Yahawah being who he is, Yahawashi being who delivers. Okay. So these are the chosen, people of the Bible. Okay. Right here, you've got the Negroes, West Indians, Haitians, Dominicans, and we're also preaching that the 12 tribes of Israel, that the true, Lord of the Bible is the so-called black man. All right, what they would call a black man or African American. Huh? Yeah, yeah. And this is yeah, you knew that. Yeah. And this is fake. All right, this is what one of the Coptic councils that these devils have, where they put, you know, his real name is Caesar Borgia, but they call him Jesus Christ. In the churches, they put him up in the churches and preach him, you know, just tell people lies. Yeah. You don't see yourself in the sign, do you?
Do y'all believe in the Bible? Do y'all believe in the Bible? Muslims. Okay. Well, y'all go into that.
These are the other nations. Alright. You're probably right here. This nation. And hopefully, you know, according to the scriptures, you won't be able to, you know, slave to us. That's because, you know, you're not us. It's the religion or slave. Well, it's only fair. Same thing with Esau, you know. Same thing with all these other wars coming back to Israel.
Yeah. So basically, in the very near future, the world as we know it is going to change, and there's going to be a new era, a new rulership where the so-called Negroes, Hispanics, Native Indians are going to be in power.
Is there like a reason why it's like America, like whether Israel is Caucasian and stuff like that, or is that just like arbitrary?
Is that what?
Is it arbitrary, or is like why is like Caucasian better?
Well, it's just going. It's just coincidental.
Okay.
But because Caucasians, because the real Israel
Is the people you described.
That's right. That the real Israel is the Israelites of the Bible, which happen to be the so-called Negroes, Hispanics, Native Indians. But Esau, which is the Caucasians today, they're Edom, and they're in power right now. It was a prophecy in the Bible that two nations will be in power over the whole earth. It will be either Esau or Jacob. Right now, Esau is in power, but Jacob is going to come in power next. So we happen to be Jacob. That's why we out here establishing the kingdom right now on this side, because we're going to be the next world rulers to rule the world and the earth as we know it. That means the whole nation, the whole world. Okay, let me ask y'all this. And y'all know about in y'all own country, right? When the C-19 came, COVID-19, right? Yeah. Y'all had to wear masks. Yep. Y'all had to social distance. Why? Because the white man said so. Okay. So he's in power right now. Okay, when you go to buy something, you gotta use money. Whose face is on the money? The white man, right? So he's in power. He's ruling the world. The American dollar is the world reserve currency. And it has no power behind it right now. But it's still the world reserve currency because this man is in power. So and now that he's going out of power, we're going to be in power, and you guys are going to serve us. You see what I'm saying?
How would you feel if like Obama?
What do you say?
How would you feel if like they put Obama?
Well, Obama is a Hamite. Obama will be a so-called African. We're not Africans. We are Israelites from the tribe of Judah and our respective tribes. But Africans, which Obama was, he wasn't us.
Okay.
You know, so we don't really care too much about Obama. We know they put Obama in office to deceive and, you know, they make you think that because we both brown, we're the same people, but that's not true. You know?
Not all brown people are the same people.
But yeah, so, you know, and that's the gospel. You know, America's going to be destroyed with thermonuclear fire. Because right now, you see things getting tense here in America, right? When this happens, somebody grab that real quick, a chase rope, real quick. Because y'all come from India, right? Yeah, and y'all flew in here? So was y'all born here in America is what I'm asking you?
Yes.
Y'all was born in America?
Yeah.
Okay, but you got family still in India?
Yes.
Right, and they come and visit every now and then?
Sure. Yeah.
So the time we coming into, go ahead. Because your parents, they weren't born in America, were they? So they migrated in, had you guys, now you guys are here.
Yeah.
But this land that we're standing on right now, America is prophesied to be destroyed with thermonuclear missiles. So when this time comes, your family is going to tell y'all to go back to India. And y'all going to flee. Go ahead, who got it?
It's the book of Isaiah chapter 13 and verse 14. And it shall be as the chased robe, and as a sheep that no man taketh up. They shall, every man, turn to his own people.
Right, every man, every nation is going to turn to their own people. So y'all going to stick to your own people, we going to stick to our own people. Go ahead.
And flee everyone into his own land.
And all these other nations that's here in America, because America's a melting pot, right? You got all these different nations here. When they get, because it's going to get bad in this country. It's already getting kind of bad, y'all can tell, right? It's going to get real bad. And it's going to be a climax up into these thermonuclear missiles. So when that happens, y'all going to flee back into y'all country to run from this destruction, and we're going to meet y'all over there, put y'all in slavery. Okay? Now, would y'all rather be in slavery to us or be in slavery to the white man?
Probably just not enslaved.
I mean, you don't have a choice. It's one or the other.
But when somebody rules the world, there also has to be slaves, right?
Right.
So that means when somebody else comes into rulership, there's going to be some people that are in subjection as well. So would you rather be in subjection to us or in subjection to the white man that's ruling right now?
Because once America's destroyed, Brandon, come over here. Once America's destroyed with thermonuclear missiles, the Lord's going to come and beam up his people with those chariots. You ever heard of a UFO? Yeah. The Bible calls them chariots. All right. The angels are in these vehicles, which the angels happen to be black, like the Lord is black, as you've seen, right? So when America's destroyed, the Lord's going to beam up his people. They're going to be changed. Let me ask you a question. Y'all like anime?
Is that like the rapture?
That's basically what they call the rapture, but this is the true rapture. You won't find rapture in the Bible at all, by the way. But this is what they trying to, illustrate when they say the rapture. But the true so-called rapture is only for the elect of Israel. So when America is destroyed and Israel is destroyed, the world is going to be in a place of pandemonium, and the Lord is going to send his people back down with spiritual power.
He's going to destroy
China, Russia, Iran, they all got nukes, right? They're going to send the nukes over here. Trump, we just went into it earlier, Trump just sent 2 nuclear submarines over there to Russia. So as that nuclear war is intensifying, it's Bible prophecy, America is going to be completely destroyed, even by its own allies, with thermonuclear missiles. America's a superpower right now, right? So once America gets taken out, everybody else think they're going to have a chance, but really, we're going to be the ones that's going to be the next runners up. And when we come into power, all the nations are going to bow down to us.
So everyone else is going to be basically y'all.
Well, not everybody else. I mean, if you're on the shores of America,
Yeah.
if you're in America
Yeah.
and you don't get out here before these nukes come,
Yeah.
you're going to die. So, to answer your question, when these missiles come, this is our belief. This is our faith. This is what the Bible tells us. In the Bible, it says that what they call UFOs, unidentified flying objects,
Yeah.
they're identified in the Bible as the chariots.
Sure.
When the Lord left, he left on a cloud, right? That's he called it a cloud, but it was really a chariot, a ship. They just came out saying how a ship is coming into orbit here very soon here. So what's going to happen is that rapture they told you about is going to be the elect getting beamed up, which is going to be a small number of our people here in America. They're going to get beamed up into these ships, and they're going to be delivered from this impending destruction and doom. Now, if y'all still here, when them nukes coming, y'all not going to get beamed up. Y'all going to die. You're going to be born again. Y'all believe in reincarnation? No? Okay, well, it don't matter. You're going to be born again, and you're going to be born on the plantation. Okay? Now, those women over there, are those y'all women? Family, sister, brothers, cousins?
I guess
Sisters? Okay, all right. So, yeah. And y'all all Indian, right? Indian or Arab? Mix of both, because Arab just mean a mix of nations. So the point we're trying to take, and listen, don't get it wrong too, because I gotta make clarifications. Some of y'all could be Israelites. Our people were scattered all over the world in slavery. So in your countries, you're gonna see some of our people over there. Did y'all know that? Did y'all know that in your countries? Have y'all ever been to y'all home countries? You ever see people over there that look like y'all, but they darker skin and got woolly hair? Yeah, that's our people over there. Our people were scattered all over the world, and y'all could be some of our people too. We don't know, but we just saying as a whole, your people from your countries are going to be slaves to us in the world to come very soon, whether you believe it or not. No problem. Y'all have a good one. That's the gospel. Is that quick? Is that easy? You gotta let them know. You gotta let them know. They came over here to want to find out. We ain't going to y'all. They came to us. I gotta let you know. We're gonna let you know. Y'all gotta be on that. Be hip on that. Motherfucker come up. Hey, whatever you talking about, what you talking about? Start that real quick. Hey. So they could be Israelites. You know? Get on their ass real quick. And it was cool. You know, at least one of them probably could shit. You know? Yeah, the Lord sent them for that reason, you know? But they heard the gospel. The gospel was preached to the whole world, and then shall the end come. Their family had them come all the way over here. They brought them over here to America for this movement right here to hear this word and truth and it be sealed.
Women don't believe that. Any one of you subject to that. That's why they came over there for their family.
It's ever gonna get a fucking slave. And then the woman gonna be concubine. Right. And they was cool with that. You seen their face. They started twirling their hair and shit, smiling, hiding behind a tree. Yeah, we know what time it is, man. The whole world know what time it is, really, bro. Right? It's pretty evident what time we're coming into.
They're packing up now. It's time to go.
All right, let's get the fuck out of here, guys.
You start looking at the clock.
He said it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That's all you can do. You know? Because deep down inside, they know who we are. Yeah. You know?
I had a dream like that too a while back. I just never told brothers. But basically, there was some type of commotion in America. And for some reason, I was in the airport. And there was like thousands of people in the airport trying to flee America.
Yeah.
You know, so thousands of people in the airport trying to flee America. Trying to flee America.
That's Bible prophecy.
Wow.
Bible prophecy. As this shit get bad, these nations gonna start fleeing, man. You gonna start seeing, and that kind of happened during the C9. You had fucking BMWs, brand new, going up for cheap, bro. They were selling their cars, selling their houses. They was leaving. That's gonna happen again, bro. They all gonna start leaving. They all gonna start fleeing, running back to their countries. But they see it's getting bad here. They come here to make money, and once the money stops flowing, they leaving this motherfucker. You know, and then we gonna meet y'all over and get your ass in check.
You tell the one on the end in the blue, he wasn't feeling it. He was like,
And none of them was feeling it, because it wasn't a good message. It's not good news for them, it's good news for us. So they probably, and deep down inside, they kind of was laughing. They thinking it was a joke. Oh, you guys are fucking crazy.
are they serious?
We gonna see. Because everything we told you gonna come to true. And when you find yourself over there hiding in your land, that was close. The fucking roof gonna come off. The fucking roof gonna come off and it's gonna be us. Hovering over your ass. Like a Spider-Man, Spider-Man came and a Green Goblin hit fucking the blue of the building. And all you see was his eyes glowing. You know, that's how you gonna be. You're gonna blow the fucking roof off and you're gonna see our eyes glowing. In the midst of all the fire and flame, you're gonna see the glowing eyes. And then they gonna know that a prophet was among you. We were among the prophets. Those were the prophets. Yeah. So it don't matter. Scripture says, let not the incredulity trouble you. You don't y'all believe it or not, bro. You don't care. You know, if you gotta see to believe it, you definitely don't see it. Right. And then they're gonna go tell that. Then they're gonna spread it. You see some black guys at the park, and those guys are saying they're gonna be the next world rulers.
Because who else is saying this?
Yeah, they're gonna spread that shit like a wildfire. They're gonna call their cousin in India. You're gonna be telling them that we going to to the black people.
Hey, in the kingdom, they ain't gonna have that smoke, man.
Oh yeah.
They ain't gonna have that smoke, man. You know, they gonna be cleaned up, because if they do, you know, we'll send judgment upon them. There ain't gonna be no Indian streets in the kingdom, bro. Keeping the horns with the armpit, hell nah, bro.
He's scratching his nose and his ass and kicking his hand and turning fool with his hand. That's why I asked him, I said, don't y'all women over there? He's like, no, it's like sisters, you know, they stay family. But I had to make sure it wasn't their wives. You know what I'm saying? But that's why they came up, because they ain't their wives. They like sisters and shit. And they looking for a real man.
Yeah, because if it was their wives, they would have had these finish covered too.
I seen a woman like that the other day. I was riding home, and she had on the fucking whole shebang, bro. You couldn't see nothing, yeah. You be seeing her? We leave my job, we leaving the job. She be fucking, it be hot as hell, but she was all black. She full, you can't see nothing, like a midget, bitch. She's like a midget walking down the street. She like hiding and shit. She like covering her face. You know what I'm saying? But that's why they came over looking, because they're like, who the fuck that is? You know, and that's how all this is gonna be. Our teenagers gonna be wet over Jake, bro. Their women gonna be wet over Jake, and their men gonna be afraid of Jake. All right, right now it's funny, they can laugh and shit. We fucking being no power. Yeah. But we gonna be getting that power now.
So they're getting a little nervous too, though, man. All right, back. They're like, oh man.
Oh, look at the time. The niggas start looking at his clock.
Hey, you see that?
Look at the time.
First they come up and, oh, this seems cool. You guys, you know, man, you know, we tell them their judgment.
This shit
And
cool.
when their faces and their spirits start to change, they got to get up out of it. The wicked flee when no man pursue it. All right? They had to get going, because ultimately they seen that we wasn't all friendly and dandy with it, bro. We was going to tell them their judgment.
Yeah, because this message is not for all the nations. This ain't that Christian bullshit. This message ain't for all nations, man. And if you do hear it, you're gonna be hearing your judgment. Whether you like it or not, you're gonna hear it. We don't give a damn about your money, your damn feelings. We telling you the truth. You're gonna hear the truth anyway. And the Lord had them come over here to hear the truth. They was over there listening the whole time, but the Lord had them come over here to get it up close and personal. And now they over there talking about it. They're gonna be talking about it for the rest of the month probably.
And you're going to be in the back of their head too, bro.
And then, like I said, that's why I say when they go like that, you gotta get on their ass. The Lord sent them right here for a reason. He got us out here for a reason. You remember when the Lord got you out here, bro? We ain't out here. We just talking to these phones. Now we got the online ministry. Obviously, when people come up, get on their ass because they're going to take that shit back to India or wherever the fuck they heard from. Yeah, we gonna take that shit back. They about to be talking all night. No.
Yeah, as I was saying though, man, you know, in the kingdom, they have to follow our customs. Alright? So a lot of all that, what they got going on, from the change around to the way that, you know, the Lord has it in our customs and our feast days, our laws and statutes.
Like we brought out earlier in Proverbs, when it said, when the righteous are according to people rejoice. So of course they're gonna have to go through that period of time when we're in captivity. But after that, they're gonna take on our ways and do the thing that they know they have to do. Okay, get in order, and they're gonna be in subjection to all of that, and they're gonna feel good for that. They're gonna be straight.
And when we asked them, who would you rather be in slavery to, the white man or us, and they were thinking about it. We'd rather just not be. You ain't got a choice, nigga. That wasn't an option.
You really want to say the white man.
Yeah. That wasn't an option.
But ultimately, they're going to feel a lot better being under enslaved to us. All right? Like the brother brought up, you know, the righteous do, the people rejoice. All right? So ultimately, they're going to rejoice when the righteous come to the Lord. That's what everything alive is. You know, Esau even was killing them. Literally killing them.
Hey, and the reason why they come to America, because we built this bitch up, man. They don't come to America for the white man. They come here because we built it up. America wouldn't be what it is today if it wasn't for us, man. Somebody found it. He said what?
I'm going to tell you something. It's probably the first time you get recognized for it. You built up the nation.
And we ain't got shit to show for it. We ain't got shit to show for it, bro.
She was saying the birthright citizenship for the slaves. And you went into talking about how we built the nation up. The first time we got recognized for it.
And that's crazy. Out of all that time, that's the first time they said like you get recognized for it. And you've been slaving for it.
Hey, you know that game, God of War? Mm-hmm. This motherfucker Kratos is a J.
Kratos is a J?
Yeah.
Yeah, Kratos is the voice. Yeah, the voice of Kratos is a J.
Well, Jake, if it wasn't for Jake, none of this shit would be what it is today, man.
Even before the ashes was taken.
Hey, what if
But before they put the ashes on him, when you play the game, he was a Jake anyway. Yeah, spirit.
Hey, man, bro, even Egypt was a super, you know, the superpower of the earth at that time. Why was it so great? Because we was there. That's why it was so great, because Jake was there, man. These nations, they come here because they want to reap the benefits of what Jake created. Yeah. But we be telling you that you're saying just for you to reap, that you're going to have to put in some too.
And that goes into that, what nation is not down upon that story? We're really just here to devour all the nations. I was at work yesterday, and my coworker was telling me how business shut down, owned by some Arabs. And as soon as their business shut down, they went back home. They went back across the sea. Because they came here to make their money off it, and they're going to take it back to the family.
Right.
They were told that all these different things. When you come over here, now you're seeing, you know, civil war, inflation, terror, you know, the food prices rising up. You know, so more break down the pride of the city. Somebody can get that. Take a exit, look at that pride for the city. All right, because America's also, you know, pride. All right, and that with that pride, they had brought so many propagandas about, you know, America being, you know, so the best country in the world. All right, you know, streets paved with gold and all these different things, make a dream for these other nations. They come over here, they see it not like that. Yeah.
This is 2 Ezra chapter 15, verse 18 says, for because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and the men shall be afraid.
Because of their pride, because of this pride in this country, all right, and even in front of Jacob, the cities are going to be destroyed, the Lord's going to destroy this place, all right? And Esau have brought this place up high, he's going to bring it back down low, man, all right? And he did that through Jake, all right? Jake built up this house too. Jake built this building. Jake is the salt of this earth and gave America the flavor that it has. That's not just, that's every captivity in the United States. We were the astonishment, we were the tourist attraction of that captivity. Motherfuckers come from Europe, from America, to see how to do it.
Right. Fucking Kim Jong-un's best friend is Dennis Rodman.
So they come, Jake is the astonishment of the world. Hopefully, Jake is continuously, they see that, though. Jake continuously flourishing. So they want to continue to have control over the fields that Jake has. Alright? That's why you pick niggas in the sport. When you pick niggas in the industry to be able to rap and do all these different things so you can continue to influence. Not even just the people here in America, but you got the whole world influenced by it.
Yeah, that's why they pay the actors. They pay these, what do you call it, sport. In sport, they pay those guys. They get good in these sports. That's why they pay them so much of a big, lump sum, because they got them in their goddamn palm of their hand. They can use them, control them as a puppet, man. Just so that they can pretty much manipulate them to manipulate the rest of the mass of the world. Yeah. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 15, verse 18. For because of their pride, the cities shall be destroyed. So I can read it again. 2nd Ezra chapter 15, verse 18. For because of their pride, the cities shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and the man shall be afraid. So because man shall be afraid.
Man shall be afraid. So because of that pride, man, the Lord is going to destroy them. 50% is pride goes before destruction. Alright? So this place has been very prideful. Alright? There's a lot of wickedness being boasted about here in America. So the Lord is going to destroy their cities, destroy their houses, destroy America. Alright? And the man gonna be afraid. Alright? Esau Edom is afraid of this. That's why people said they'll have a short time. Because they have a short time, they come down a great wrath. So they're afraid that the Lord's going to come back. And they're going to destroy it. The Lord's going to destroy it so they can be able to fulfill their wicked scheme. Alright?
This is Ecclesiastes 10 and verse 8. Because of unrighteousness dealing and injuries and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another.
Because of unrighteousness, alright, and the unrighteous dealings, the kingdom has translated into a righteous ruler, which is the Lord Yahawadah. Right? The righteous man, the one that's supposed to truly rule in righteousness. Not because this place has only been built up in wickedness. Alright? The brothers was dropped because ultimately that kingdom has to be translated. The Lord has to bring that from one person to another because Esau was just for a season, man. This kingdom was for a season, man. Esau's rulership was just for a season. Now that season is starting to end. It's coming to an end. Alright, so ultimately the Lord's going to raise up his man. Alright, the Lord's going to have an apple pie. He will rule over the new kingdom to come. Alright?
Yeah, because when you think about every time you come around, the scripture goes into like better is the end of the thing than the beginning. You see? Then you have it where the scripture says the fashion of this world shall pass away, and etc. etc. Wickedness here. Okay, it flows from here. It's going to be booted up, man. It's going to be all destroyed. Okay, everything.
Now we're coming to the end of this kingdom in this society of Esau Edom. Alright? That's why you see brothers rejoicing. That's why you see brothers on fire, bro. Alright? Because you see the end of Esau's kingdom. You see everything that's starting, the tension being built up. Alright? So when you get to that climax of the movie, man. Alright? Go ahead, bro.
This is the book of 2nd Ezra chapter 6 and verse 9. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth.
Esau is the end of this world, man. Alright? Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. So Esau is going to be the end of this kingdom, this rulership. Alright? And we see it. As time passes, as signs are being fulfilled, as the scriptures are starting to manifest on look. Alright? Seeing that Esau's end time is a lot closer than he even expected. Alright? Go ahead.
That was it. We'll go some? I was about to say go to 7, yeah. Second Ezra chapter 6 and verse 7 says, Then answered I and said, What shall be the parting asunder of the times? Or when shall be the end of the first and the beginning of it that followeth?
How are we going to know, all right, when the kingdom is going to be translated? You know, what shall be that parting asunder? All right? All right?
Says, And he said unto me, From Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau.
Jacob hand held first the hand of Esau, man. All right? Jacob hand was on Esau's heel. That's for a reason, bro. All right? The Lord, that's spiritual right there, bro. Because it's showing that Jacob is going to take the lead right after Esau, man. All right? So Esau's having this fun right now. Esau's ruling right now. All right? He's in his kingdom. He's rejoicing in his kingdom. And now he's starting to get anxious. All right? Now he's starting to feel that the end of his ruling is starting to end. All right? So the end of this thing, all right, the end of this leadership is a nightmare for them. It's good of them. You know, we're waiting for it. Hope, all right, it comes fast, it comes sooner. All right? But Esau's trying to delay it, but the Lord is forcing Esau's hand. That's good, bro. We don't have 10 years, 20 years. It could be a year, it could be 2 years. We don't know, but we know it's close. That's to give us the spirit to push even harder, fight even harder. To have a smile on your face, too many they like, don't let this go. You know, bullshit hell, if you catch it, bring you down, man. You know? Your mind should feel the kingdom and the things to come, and that should override all the bullshit you're doing. Somebody can get wisdom in Solomon chapter 3, I believe verse 2, after when it says, I hope immortality. Like the brother said, bro, you know, ultimately, you know, we continue to have faith in the Lord YAHAWASHI, because we see these signs and the prophecies that the Lord has prophesied to us. So our starting to be fulfilled, man. All right? Who was reading? Wisdom of Solomon 3 and verse 4. For though they be punished in the sight of men, then it's the hope for their immortality. Right? So though we be punished in front of the sight of men, all right, that's why we're taking. You know, these heathens came up here and we told them we was going to be ruling. You know, they're looking at us like, we think it's crazy. Alright? Because look at us. Look how we came up. Alright? You know, we went through slavery, went through captivity after captivity after captivity. Alright? Unbelievable. You know, we sitting out here in the hot sun and in the midst of the field of the dirt. Alright? Telling them that we're going to be ruling.
Hey, that's why the scripture says on 1 where it says, we fools who's kind of their lives as habits. Exactly. So they'll be foolish. They'll be foolish to not take heed to understanding that there's a human being established.
You ain't doing shit with your life, nigga. You ain't doing shit with your life. Get a job. They always say, go get a job. Go get a bag. They think we just go get a bag, man. But ultimately, man, they don't know. That's why they're going to be ultimately confounded. Once they see those men being put, risen up into the
Strangeness of that.
I was thinking about it yesterday when my coworker was telling me about how they own all these businesses and then the business went to dirt, they just went back home. And I was thinking like, man, all these niggas really come over here to get business. And where are we in that equation? We're the dick in that equation. We the workers. We the workers that's supporting their businesses. You know, 7-Elevens, the gas station. They're paying the minimum wage. I'm gonna get on that, man.
Every time you go to 7-Eleven, you might see, you know, one of the Israelites working in there, but you don't see mainly Jake, bro. They kind of get in there working those gas stations, but the Israelites, they the ones that own that gas station.
They come in and checking in on you.
Yeah, checking in on you, seeing what's going on with you and everything. That's how it was at my old job that I was working. I had an Israelite, he was a manager. He was telling me how he sold his gas station, all right, and he got a Porsche and all these different all these different cars. He comes up there with, he just doing it because he want to work so he don't be bored at it. So these niggas working so they don't got to be bored. So we working to survive.
They got that Dubai money.
Yeah, bro, they just chilling, bro. Like, this is just something so they can pass time along, man.
Yeah, bro.
And we trying to go, you know, to have vacations and all these different things, but this is not our rest. You gotta vacate. You gotta vacate. Some shit happens to where you gotta pay your vacation money. Shit, if you even have vacation money to put aside. Exactly. Not only that, he's a manager there. So he's still getting paid for it, and he's just doing it for fun. He's just doing it to pass my time. I'm gonna fucking with you when you work. Yeah, bro, you know. He's going to fire you and shit. Just they put your life on you. Cutting your hours that you can afford not to work.
And look, you go to work, you can sign on to the job and get ready for the position. After you pass the 90 days, they only give you 3 days off. Paid time off, man. Out of 365 days, take three days off from that 365 days according to Esau's calendar. 3 days. Out of that time, they expect you to be in there slaving and working. While you got people out here riding boats out here, riding buses, and they private boats living their life. We right now slaving, man.
Private person, bro. Alright, and even when you do have like time off, you give it to the Lord because you're trying to get out of here, man.
Yeah.
You're trying to get out of here, man.
Yeah.
So we go out here, we serve the Lord Yahweh on the side, hoping and praying that the Lord save us from this death. Save us from this death. You know? I gotta preach that. Wisdom of Solomon 3 and verse 4, and selected verse 5. And having been a little chastised, they shall be greatly rewarded. We've been chastised. It's really little, man. Alright? The Lord is going to greatly reward his men. Alright? So that's why our hopes are on immortality. Our hopes is on salvation. Our hopes is on those spiritual powers and ruling again, man. Alright? Because you understand the affliction, you understand the suffering that you have to go through in order to be those rulers. Alright?
To reign, now we are.
It says, they shall be greatly rewarded, for the Most High proved them and found them worthy for himself. The Lord proved us already, you know. The Lord proved us now. Finding us worthy for himself. The Lord put us through these different trials and afflictions of hell. We seeing this, bro. Like, damn, bro, like, we really suffering, man. Alright? You got heathens over here, you know, getting jobs just because they want to pass my time. You know, nigga already retired. You know?
Like drunk.
He passed his gas station on to his son, and his son passed his gas station.
Generational wealth.
Generational wealth, man. We got generational curse.
Yeah.
You know?
Small loan of $1 million.
That's, you know, that's it. That's like $100 to them. You can't pay $50,000 a year for a job. That's not paid for it. You know how long it would take you to get $1 million?
Yes.
And that's if you save everything.
Yes, brother.
Yes. 20 years for $1 million.
So the parents gave a small loan of $1 million.
And you still have always had it like that, bro. I'm proud of that nigga.
Small loan. All the government reminds us that we are the ones that are cursed.
What's up? Gotta put one on first. Romans chapter 13, verse 11. Because ultimately, out of this, is salvation coming. It says, and that knowing the time that now is the high time to awake out of sleep, for now it's our salvation nearer than we believe.
This is a hot time to wake out of that slumber, out of that sleep. That's what we're talking about here on the Lord thing, because we know it. We see it. Alright? So ultimately, you know, our salvation is nearer than we believe. We even understand it. Alright? You know, so ultimately that's why we're trying to tell you, hey, bro, but that wake out of that sleep. You know, the scripture says, 2 Peter 3 and verse 10, I believe it's the 9th verse. I said, what manner of person ought you to be? Knowing that nukes about to drop, knowing that, you know, the Lord is going to come and save this man, what manner of person ought you to be?
Yeah, if I can ask, reading that back, Romans 13:11, and that knowing the time that now it is high time to awake out of sleep, for now is our salvation nearer than when we believe. And you see these signs, okay, according to prophecy. You see the, hey, you see the chariots every time brothers go out their house. Nighttime, you will see a chariot flying by your house. If not, you might see every once in a while. Okay, we're seeing all these things falling along the lines of towards salvation, man. that's coming near and near every day that we pray for this place to be destroyed, man. You see, we were waiting, we were constantly waiting. Scripture says, Habakkuk 2 and 3, wait patiently. Okay, that wait patiently, don't paraphrase. All right, because a part of that, we know that it's a very, very good chance our brothers that would be the elect, but that brothers could be beaten up throughout all the works that have been put towards the HALAL outside. Okay, and through that, seeing the destruction of this place, that's going to be a beautiful expected end, man. See, but you got our people who are completely still in a slumber state that don't want to see that. They don't want to see the fruition of these things being put in play, man, or being accomplished.
Their minds can't go past this captivity that they're in, right? Because Esau has destroyed our people so much. They can't see a kingdom beyond this, all right? They can't see a life of immortality, all right?
Book of 2 Peter 17, verse 11. Seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of persons ought ye to be in all holy conversation and godliness?
Seeing that all these things ought to be resolved, that everything here is temporary, or all these things are melted up, all right? The nukes, man. Knowing that you don't want to be melted up with it, man. So what manner of person are you out to be in, man? What type of spirit are you up to be? All right, understanding that, there's going to be a new heaven and a new earth. You want to be a part of that member that, that serves the Lord. YAHAWASHI, all right? That's where our belief is on. So believing that with your faith, you putting the works in it. All right, you serving the Lord, YAHAWASHI, you're studying, you're doing your works, man. All right? If we understand that if we do it, if we don't do it, all right, there's a high chance that you will be a part of those groups. All right, that you will be dissolved here with Esau's kingdom. All right, part of that discussion, right?
Looking for and hasting unto the coming of the day of Yahawashi, wherein the heavens being on fire shall be dissolved.
Looking for and hasting unto that day of the Lord when he comes back. All right, watching, being a watcher, being circumspect, seeing the things that we come, reading the scriptures, and understanding the prophecies about what to do. All right. Being on that watchtower, you know that day is soon to come, man. Right? Hey. When that day does come, you want to be able to be saved from that. Okay?